I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for French. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on a lovely Thursday.
Yup.
Hello, Leroy.
Hello, Tobin.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for taking my $10.
It was your bet. You started it.
That is true.
Wow. Like, don't blame me. We put it on you. That's how you wanted to go.
No, I went group decision. I should.
Okay.
Now you want to blame it on the group.
Well, I would say Tobin led parlays. Close. Leroy led parlays. Oof.
That's so close.
Oof.
Sombrero. Wow.
Oof.
Now we got a narrator to my bad bet.
Woo.
Well,
That's so close.
Not so close. Yeah, the Marlins got smacked yesterday by the Reds. Their win streak on the road comes to an end. Sandy. Been a tough year. Been a tough year for the former Cy Young Award winner.
I mean, I'm trying to think, is it because it's so close to home that we aren't recognizing how this may take some time for him to come back from that surgery? Or are we?
I mean, maybe it's also an age-ish thing coming back.
30 yet.
He's not 30 yet, but I mean, his protege had the same surgery and is starting to mow dudes down and look like the phenom that he was already.
But he had it before.
No, they didn't. They had it. Sandy had it earlier.
Yeah, but Sandy had more. What I'm saying is Sandy threw more pitches beforehand.
Well, that's the question. Yeah, has he burned himself out?
Has he burned himself out?
Is he the same guy that he was, or has he burned himself out?
Only pitching for the Marlins do starting pitchers feel like they have to play every inning because bullpen has been.
I can't really do a Marlins thing on that. Like, he had a phenomenal season, and that's how he pitched like nobody pitched. He pitched like this was the 70s. He was friggin' Bob Gibson, like going out there and wanted to go out there and close every. It was phenomenal.
Right.
The next year, he didn't look himself. It kind of felt like he almost pitched hurt the whole year.
Right.
And then, had to miss a year. So his Cy Young Award season, I can't blame anybody for that. Like, he was amazing. And by the way, that's not a guy who likes to get taken out of games. I mean, he would fist fight Don Mattingly or Skip Schumacher. Like, don't take me out of the game. I'm going to kill you.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't think there's anything to blame. And I think the thing that sucks is this is probably going to scare people off even more, because I thought at the time it was great what he was doing. I was like, oh, look at him. He's actually trying to compete through an entire game.
Right.
And he was super efficient too. Like, I mean, not a guy who struck out a lot of these. Like, he could get through a whole game and not have to throw a ton of pitches. But it is a bummer to see him because, he takes this stuff, like, he takes these losses very, very hard, very competitive, wears it on his sleeve, and just, it's been a rough year. He's got a 7.2 ERA.
Oof.
That is correct.
That is correct, Tua. It's tough.
Woo!
It's tough.
Camp is right around the corner.
So we won't be betting on him anytime soon.
We
won't be betting on him anytime soon.
Sandy? Yeah.
You wanted to bet the under first.
Huh?
Under was done in 2 pitches.
I wonder why the Marlins were underdogs. They were on a win streak.
They
The
were
Reds aren't
favored
good.
yesterday, weren't they?
No, Marlins were
No,
dogs.
they were dogs yesterday, and I was like, this doesn't make sense. They're on a streak. They just mopped them the day before. And
I think it had more to do with they do pitching matchups.
I mean,
You know,
Sandy's not a guy that probably like, if he wins, that's a surprise right now, which kind of speaks to where he's at. But, yep, Marlins get smacked by the Reds 7-2. Sandman went 5 innings, but he gave up 6 runs on 9 hits.
Jeez.
Woof. And the headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory at the Sportage, Sorrento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Miami Heat, they had Norman Powell speak to the media yesterday via Zoom. I think he is a very confident individual. I think he won the press conference. I can confidently say.
All right.
He won the press conference.
That's
How
all
did
you
he
can
win
do.
it?
Got to win the day.
He just has something about him, JFig. There's just something about him.
His aura?
He does seem to maybe an aura or mystique's too strong, but he has a confidence, a very obvious confidence about himself. I think the thing that was interesting, honestly, the thing that was most interesting is he called out the Clippers because he was like, they told me we were going to have extension talks when I got back from Europe. And then the next thing I know, I'm on the Heat.
Yeah.
So like he basically made it sound like the Clippers hoodwinked him, where they were like, "Oh yeah, baby, we're gonna talk about that extension."
Nice chip on his shoulder.
I'm not. They all do that, man. Like they want you to feel safe and secure because they know that that's going to be the best version of you. Until they don't. Like that's sports. It's a tough because look, this doesn't happen for the stars, and it doesn't happen for the guys who are just hanging on. Those guys, you know what the stars are going to get. They're going to get the max or whatever. Okay. For the guys who are just making it, if you get a 2-3 year deal, you know, okay, it's guaranteed. I'm in. It's the middle 75% of the league that the teams are just telling you whatever, right? We've seen it. We've seen it on a number of teams. Oh, I thought that we were going to talk about, and it'll be interesting to see because we got a guy who's going to be in that same boat this year in Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But I don't I don't know, man. Like, it just seems to me like.
But it did sound like when Pat Riley spoke at his end of season presser that they were upfront with Tyler, being like, "Hey, if we don't sign you," because Pat Riley did say, "Hey, he's cool. Like, if this doesn't happen, like he's."
So what's Jimmy?
Yeah, but come on.
I know. I'm not gonna right.
It's like it's like assuming everyone's gonna turn into the Joker.
I know, but I'm just saying.
The Pinks, they win 2-1, but not the people we need to score goals. So who cares?
Who scored?
Messi.
Oh, he did score.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's good.
Balling against these scrub teams again.
Didn't Real Madrid just get smoked yesterday? Or they were getting smoked. I don't know what the final score ended up being, but it was 3-0 when I saw. Not the Mbappe revenge game?
4-0.
Oh, hello, Evelyn.
Nice to meet you.
When he doesn't have a water bottle, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hear his voicemails.
Find a way.
We disturbing you? You gotta do some business calls during the show.
You know, it's a good thing to do during the first segment.
I
Check
sent
your
it to voicemail, and then I went to see who it was, and it like when you click on it, it goes to the voicemail and it plays like
that'd be crazy.
It's Evelyn,
that, right?
Evelyn.
Hey, girl.
But yeah, so Mbappe got embarrassed yesterday. That PSG is good. I mean, you know.
I guess they're good, but I mean, it's Messi.
What do you mean, dude?
No, he's supposed to be the best. They beat one.
He was the best.
They beat one random team from Brazil and another stupid team from a place I don't even know.
But they're not going to beat the team that's the best team in the world.
He's inviting all of his friends over here. He gets all the money. He gets all the attention, and he's just kind of just beating up on scrubs. Just beating up on scrubs.
Heat Check says, not that anyone cares. This whole thing is just a glorified Champions League. I can't tell you. I mean,
worldwide Champions League instead of a European Champions League.
Yeah, just bringing everybody in. But either way, That's that.
I mean, how much soccer do they play a year?
They like
Because it seems like it's
never a break.
Right.
Mm.
And then there's guys on loan, and then you got to play in the national team, and like, yeah, all right.
Tell you who the greatest laundry dry cleaning person of all time is. That's our guy Ara over at A&T Dry Cleaners. No debate about that. No matter the dry cleaning league, Champions League, Premier League, MLS, doesn't matter, dude. Use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. You can call them up 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383, Leroy.
Yep, they've been around for 40 years. They can do same-day sewing. They have a seamstress on site. It's Ara's mother, so you know you're getting that motherly care. They can pick up, drop off your orders, and if you call them and tell them Tobin and Leroy sent you, 25% off.
25.
Yep, they service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach. And once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you will never launder your own clothes again.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the show. I'm going to talk to David Feldman, president of BKFC. He's going to hop on the StreamYard later on today as they're having a big press conference today at the Hard Rock.
Who's fighting?
They got a card this weekend.
I
I don't know who's doing the main event this weekend. I'll look that up, but they're having a big rollout, and the big thing is Conor McGregor is going to be there, and there's Mike Perry, my broadcast partner. He's going to be there, and they kind of have
Does
some.
Conor McGregor have a part of this?
Yes, he has part ownership in it.
Okay.
Honestly, anywhere he goes, chaos can follow. So
Yeah.
I believe it's open to the public. So if you guys want to go see, there's supposed to be like a who's who of fighters there. So if you're a combat sports fan and you want to be in attendance for it, I believe it's at 7:00 tonight in one of the ballrooms of the Hard Rock. But we're going to talk to him about like what's all going down. And they got a card on Saturday night at the Hard Rock Live. The NBA summer's going on right now, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. You guys familiar with Marcos? Is his name just Speed or is it iShowSpeed?
iShowSpeed.
But sometimes I hear him just be called Speed.
Because it'd be ridiculous every
I
time to be like iShowSpeed.
Yeah.
But because it's just like a nickname, you don't want to say iShow every time. It's just a weird thing. It was a screen name, like a gamer tag that developed to a.
Well, that's why I didn't know if like that was his channel name, but he's just Speed.
Yeah, for just like it's kind of like when they go from Lil Wayne to Wayne.
He's the biggest streamer on the planet right now. Yeah,
currently, yeah, he's probably the hottest streamer on the planet.
He's jumps over cars. He was supposed to race Tyreek Hill. He claims Tyreek Hill ducked him. But he gets these guys on the stream, and so I don't know how well this is going to translate audio wise.
Yeah.
But I watched this clip because it's this is the viral clip that's going on right now because he talks about his future because he's like, you're gonna go to like New York. What are you gonna do? And so Giannis, I'm gonna let you hear the answer, but like look at his facial expressions when he answers this because I was like,
LA, the tax is bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah.
Hell no.
A lot of people have tried to convince me to go and play there and stuff.
Oh no. So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee. And that's a church right there, up there.
That's so awkward.
That was that
was strange.
I'm uncomfortable
because I'm seeing like all over Twitter like, oh yeah, I'll probably stay in Milwaukee. Like when you read it, if I was a Milwaukee Bucks fan, if I just read the quote, I'd be like, oh great. Yeah. But they don't have like the 9 ...
The looking around.
Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Like, there's different levels of interview. They literally sound like they're just chit chat.
Well, that's what they do.
That's why. But
what
that's
they
why,
sound like is like they're on a first date.
But
they've never met.
That's
ever.
why. That's why it comes across that way.
Nothing in common.
It's not like, he's just spitting out a bunch of questions. They're just kind of having conversations because clearly, that's the church just comes out of nowhere. They're just talking. So the responses and stuff like that, you're reading into it like an interview. It's just the appearance of it is.
Yeah, but it's also like, hey, you happy with her? Yeah, I'm happy with her.
Yeah, but that
sounds like a head is turning.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it is. You in love? Yeah, He's not.
We'll see.
He doesn't sound spitting.
Right.
Yeah. I do kind of feel though that I think sometimes people, especially I know Giannis isn't too old, but of the older generation, get a little uncomfortable with the whole camera 24/7 thing. And I think not necessarily that he has to have leverage with Milwaukee, but he's so used to being coach speak or having to talk and say certain things to make sure you don't give up leverage or whatever that he's like, is this okay to say? I think I can say this. Yeah, this is fine. And I kind of feel like he was just being hesitant in that sense. But it was really weird.
I don't know, dude.
It was really weird.
I don't know.
That was uncomfortable.
I don't know.
It was strange. Yeah. You
I
know what
would've
I
walked
would have said,
away.
though? No one loves Milwaukee, dude. That's what I would have said. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
you love
really?
Milwaukee.
Why?
I would have asked, why do you like it so much?
Not
Yeah.
staying there though, huh? Going back to Greece for the summer.
What's Milwaukee called? Remember we did the cities and stuff?
But it's just the whole setup. Like
Brew City.
the responses
Ooh.
are, the way they're going back and forth. Like they're just chit chatting.
Cream.
So-
They weren't, but it's not. It's a chit chat flows. It always was like
That did not flow.
sometimes you
It
bring
didn't
up.
flow. It didn't flow, but that's what makes it kind of just shooting the bleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
but you ever
not
shoot the
really-
bleep and then bring up a conversation that makes you uncomfortable? Like that's like there's a difference. Sometimes there are things when it flows, and then there's something that's like a wet fart in church.
Yeah. If he was like 100%, he'd be like, oh, yeah, no, I
He's
love
like,
it.
I love it, baby.
Yeah, come on,
Love
man.
it, baby.
You gotta love
He
Milwaukee.
said he loves Milwaukee.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did, but I mean,
Like,
That sounded
This
kind
is,
of
you know what?
forced.
I wouldn't be up. This is why, like, it's hard to do interviews or have conversations with anybody. Like
Does
to
he
read
sound like that
into
in
it,
every other interview?
to read into it so much, right? Like, yeah, like I would never want to be in a situation where I'm just, talking, and my tone or whatever leads people to leave. Now we got to ask him 20 more questions.
respectfully though, you're on the biggest stream on the planet right now. You're on
Right? No,
so
I
like
know.
you can't feel that awkward. Like obviously,
No, but he doesn't-
obviously you know what that
He
brings.
doesn't seem like he's awkward. He doesn't seem
Looking around like that is not awkward.
Yeah, he's like looking around. He's like looking at the floor.
And keep in mind also,
he has a Heat
Also-
polo on.
also,
He does not have
also, clearly the conversation before that was about something else, because right in the middle of that he goes, "Oh, there's the church."
Because he wanted
So-
to change the topic.
No, but like
A topic that he
we
also possibly brought
we're
up.
only picking snippets of the conversation, right? Like to just out of the blue talk about a church. So I mean, the conversation before that must have been about
Yeah,
something else.
it's because because you want to move on. Like if you don't want to talk about it,
Did you see the whole interview?
no, you can't. It's streaming. Like it streams
Oh,
the
it's
whole
streaming
day.
right now.
Like
Okay,
you
got it.
can't.
Okay. I mean, I don't really go
I'm not gonna sit there and watch
look at him like that.
him and
so.
Giannis go and pick out grapes in the middle of. Do they have grapes in Greece? What do
Yeah,
they
they
do?
got grapes in Greece. Gotta have grapes in Greece.
Vineyards?
I don't
Are they
know,
big
they're
on the
big
vineyards?
on-
Who?
They're
What do you feed in the
Isn't
kings?
Greek is like ouzo,
What?
the licorice.
The wrestler?
No, ouzo is a drink. You don't know what ouzo is?
The Uzo Vert?
No,
I liked it. That's the point.
it's Lil Uzi though. It's not ouzo.
Makes it a joke.
You knew what it was?
Yeah, it's Lil Uzi.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's Greek famous. Yeah, it's ouzo. It's like licorice.
I like how Leroy's mic looks like he's telling him a secret.
Famous.
It's like sitting there. He goes, yeah, I love Milwaukee. Oh, look, a bird.
Yeah.
Here, let's see.
Exactly.
Like
Ouzo. Here it
Any
is.
other topic.
Look, ouzo.
If you change the question, though,
Ouzo
It's
is a
weird.
dry anise flavored aperitif that widely consumed in Cyprus and Greece. Is made from rectified spirits that have undergone a process
there you go.
like
Riveting.
pasta. Yeah, no, but it tastes
I
like
understood everything.
licorice.
So there are grapes in Greece.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's I'm trying to look. I know I've had it before.
All right. Well, the answer is yes. It has over 300 native grape varieties.
That's great.
There you go.
Great.
LA, the
great.
tax is bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
A lot of people tried to convince me to go and play there and stuff.
Oh nah. So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably.
We'll stutter.
See.
We'll see.
See.
Offing.
We'll see.
Probably. I love Milwaukee.
No, okay.
And that's
Yeah.
church
Okay.
right there.
Hold on.
Look at his hands.
This
How
is
nervous
weird.
they
Yeah,
are.
Come on,
This is
dude.
weird, though, dude.
I mean,
That's
that was
weird.
like
But
Weird.
keep in
Weird.
mind,
You
wait,
wanna
so
say
wait, so they're spending the whole day together.
I guess so.
for sure.
So yeah, like the
Well, not the whole
conversations
day.
are gonna. All right.
Oh, look. Can we get out of this, please?
Yeah.
All right.
And
All right.
like to say, I probably.
So they spent a whole day together,
Mhm.
and we took 15 seconds out of it.
But it's not like a cut up 15 seconds. Like that's what it was talking. Like you're saying it's just, I mean, you don't think there's anything, you didn't think it was awkward at all? All right.
I just
We'll
think,
see.
I just think
We'll
like,
see.
we want it to be something. I don't look into things like that like you do.
Yeah, that's right.
Like everything means something. And it usually means, wait, every time a player says something, to you, it usually means
You
that
don't think
guy's
there's
coming to
I don't
the Heat.
understand what the argument here is. You don't think that people can say words but be insincere? Like
No,
you don't
I'm
think
not,
you don't think
I'm
tone,
not.
you don't think tone and body language matters?
Yes, it does. But there's a difference in having tone and body language in a interview that you're like, a 5-minute interview or whatever. But we're talking about two guys that spent a whole day together, and we took 15 seconds out of that day without even knowing what the conversation was before that, because all of a sudden they start talking about the damn
You know what
church.
the conversation was? The conversation was on New York taxes.
That's all right. Like for
How long have they been
minute.
together right now?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
know.
like,
Why
why
is
is
that-
that?
No,
information
I'm
on this
saying it
stream.
because I want to see.
You guys are
if
acting like
this
we-
goes on with what you're saying.
But you guys are acting like we're taking something like completely out of context. Like he's
I'm
asking him
saying-
straight up, "Are you staying in Milwaukee?" And he's like,
Probably.
"No, it was
Okay,
probably."
that's a little.
And then it was like,
And
"No,
so
I like Milwaukee."
and so if he's not staying in Milwaukee, what does it mean?
it means he was lying, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Lying through his teeth.
No, it doesn't.
Mm.
People lie all the time. Jimmy said he was going to play basketball.
Hmm?
That was a lie.
It was a lie.
Okay, yeah, it happens all the time.
It was a lie.
Because a lot of times you just want to, whatever it is, you don't want to.
I don't know what the conversation, but like that's
my point.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. Though.
No, but you don't know what the conversation was.
They were talking about taxes.
No, for
he
that
says
second, but
he brings up they've been trying to get me to play in New York,
right.
and then he's like, by the way, he shot down New York pretty quick.
No, very.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you want to know why? Too cold. And
All right.
yeah, he's sick of being cold. Let me tell you something about your 30s. He's sick of being cold. So
It's true.
gets to your bones, wants to be somewhere warm.
Imagine being in your 30s and being in Minnesota.
Right?
Yeah, not fun.
So you're running the same way like with me.
I thought it was weird how he ended it. It was definitely.
Oh, look, a church.
It was this energy
there.
right here. It was what? What are you talking
There.
about? Go.
Abort speed.
It just immediately was like, oh yeah, and then by
Probably-
to the church.
He probably kicked speed under the table. He's probably
Yeah.
like, hey, shut up about the Milwaukee thing.
I mean, I love the way they were sitting on the other side of the table, and when he pointed at the church, his finger was like right in his ear. Right?
wingspan, dude.
Yeah.
Take a
Like,
take a break. Back with more to this. WQAM. Take you guys ever look at the commercial log?
No.
You just always just like,
No,
you know what?
Marco says we're back.
That's
That's what I go
so
by.
that's what you go by. But
Yeah.
you never like look at the thing and be like, hey, you know what? I should be in there with 30 seconds left.
Wait a minute. We were just standing next to you.
And why did I leave?
I don't know.
Because the commercial was running out.
Maybe you were going to talk
Because
to
you felt uncomfortable with our presence.
Maybe you went and talked to Leonard.
I don't think he's here.
Mm.
Okay.
I haven't seen him.
Nerd.
Okay.
I haven't seen him.
You know he's gonna walk by.
Or he's gonna text us. I am here.
I am here.
Mm.
I'm in meetings.
Well, if he's in meetings, then he wouldn't hear that.
Box in.
I don't know why would you come to work just to do
Meetings?
Zoom meetings.
Some people like to come to work. It's they just feel more productive at work.
Yeah, definitely.
What?
Not you. You gotta go get a sandwich and pour ice into the microphone.
Yeah, but you have a studio though, so it makes sense. Essentially, you're going to a different place.
Mhm.
Try to do that on your kitchen counter. Doesn't work the same.
Not the same vibe.
Not the same vibe.
Like when Robbie used to do it from his closet.
Yeah.
Things would just fall in his.
Covered in a blanket.
Yeah.
Wow. For the acoustics.
It's not acoustics.
No, he nailed it.
It's not. It's acoustics.
Well,
listen, dude. I don't think your track record, gets to judge him.
Well, he did say a funny word.
Like you
just
can?
like-
I didn't judge him, did I?
You can?
Did I judge him?
The English language has been kicking your ass for years.
Big word for me, dog.
is it biopic or bio?
I would say you have more losses than me.
No.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
No.
I think you have more losses than me.
No.
Is mucklatory a word?
Who?
Yes.
Take it easy.
What's that?
Mucklatory.
Oof.
He used that word during break. That's why I want to know.
A
Let's find out.
mocklatory?
Mucklatory.
Spell it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know. Leroy. you spell it.
MOCH
MOCH.
LA
Oof.
TORY
This ain't going well.
or LA.
Oof.
It's a word.
Say it again.
L almost just kicked your ass.
Huh?
Spell it.
MOCH
What the
LI.
hell does that word
No,
mean?
you already spelled it wrong.
It's a word then. If I spelled it wrong. If it's not a word, then you can spell a word that doesn't
It
exist.
is not a standard English word and does not appear in the common dictionaries.
But you pulled it up and it came up, didn't it?
Well, it's
Did it
spelled in a
come up?
Very weird way.
Did it come up? Are people using the word?
How did you
No.
use the word?
Somebody was mocking me, and I said you didn't have to be all mocklatory.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Oh, I thought you said omaculatory.
No.
Ah.
I
But
said,
who says that?
me?
No.
It's a word.
Well,
I mean, words. Get,
Lightly.
in the words of Leroy Horde, words mean words,
it's true.
unless they're not words.
That's true.
Hold on.
it was so beautiful.
Can I just say this?
That
You
was Ace Bailey.
Yeah.
you cannot ever talk about people talking about the English language because
I can't when I'm with you
Why?
because you're just in the same level as me, dude.
No.
Get out of here.
You definitely get the donut.
Oh, please. Today, Juneteenth, indoors is a man, I kicked my ass.
Woo! Woo! Speaking
Take a
of
sweat.
woo!
Hey, hold on here. Yeah, don't get-
Again, and you so eloquently.
Hey, can I just tell you though? Hold on. There's different levels to this.
Okay, dude.
Because I went for a level 10 word and he struggled with a level 3 word.
You like these level 10 words, though, for sure.
I'm a little shook right now. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm
like fiberglass.
Whoa. What? This guy's fiberglass.
Fiberglass. I can't even say.
Careful.
I'm gonna try another word. Right. And then you want to say
blown
careful.
away.
Careful. Like I'm walking in the street with traffic.
Yeah, careful.
Dude, you're the Roy Jones Jr. of butchering the English language.
What?
You really are. It's amazing.
What?
Or,
my
or a
goodness.
newer model.
Yeah.
But there's more miles on the odometer.
No, that's like a level 1 word. That's a level 1 word.
Not good.
Mimo would say odometer. It's like,
When you say a creek, Is that the correct way of saying it? Because I know you say it in a different way.
Crick?
Yes.
I just say that to mess with.
I
People say
really
crick.
don't like when you say
No,
that.
I just say that to
Bothers
mess around.
me.
It's creek. But sometimes, you know, if you,
Well, you sound very
down
confident
south,
when you say it. That's why I'm
crick.
just like,
Crick.
I like
that's
crick.
not. I don't like that.
Crick?
Why?
creek.
Wow.
It's like Redneck Creek is a creek.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're not the only ones that struggle.
It's blasphemous. Damn.
That's 101 player in the world right there.
Yeah.
Wait.
Except for the guy that beat him.
Made him a memorable.
You know, Bam Adebayo's been exhausted by the heat lately.
Made him a memorable.
That's Bam Adebayo trying to say we made a momentum run.
Made him a memorable.
That's what he meant.
Clearly, that momentum is kicking his ass.
Made him a memorable.
Hey, dude, like, you know what? I'm going to just say this. When you talk a lot, sometimes you get a little tongue-tied. It happens.
Just did, too. Spaghetti. That was just me messing with you.
You wait. We were serious, but you were
Trying to
playing.
get your Fontecchio on.
Really? Spaghetti. I say spaghetti all the time.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think you get excited. I think this is how it's said at the kitchen when it is spaghetti night.
Spaghetti. We having spaghetti.
Oh man. Anyway, fix your words, dude.
In summation.
Dude, come on. Stop.
Do better.
Yeah. And apologize, Jennifer.
For what?
Is that even a word?
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It is not a standard English word and does not appear in the common dictionaries.
Really?
Not a word.
Okay. Have you seen the way people use the English language now? I have no idea what all the crap means.
Vuelo de millonarios.
Wait. Let me just say this. Let me say this.
I was reading Spanish.
No, let me say this. I don't speak Spanish. You speak Spanish, and you butchered it.
Well,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was like
not a true mess.
That was like another language, Duolingo, like crossing up her ankles.
Yeah.
Vuelo de millonarios.
We were so
Don't try, not too late.
Millonarios.
So, yeah, now you can say it after years of practice. But when you had to
I
say
don't
it,
remember that.
What a time to be alive. All right, we'll take a break. We'll try and gather our words. More to come here on the show. Back up.
This hurricane season, keep
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys. Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines. Brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose one of 500 new Kia miles in inventory at the Sport, Sorrento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. The Marlins, they lose to the Reds 7-2. Tough night for the Sandman. This is a tough year because the Marlins will try and take this series 3 out of 4 today. Early start, 5:10 is your first pitch. So a little late afternoon. Do you consider 5 o'clock afternoon or early evening? It doesn't matter. 5 o'clock is when the first pitch.
Weird start time.
Very weird start time. Very weird start time. But that's what you got for it. Fish tonight in action. Check that on out. The Miami Heat, they will be back in action tomorrow afternoon, taking on the Atlanta Hawks in Summer League as the true Summer League gets going in lovely Las Vegas. Saw, by the way, I can't believe I'm getting suckered back into this, but I'm a sucker for this guy. This damn Manny Pacquiao, you know, like I was worried about him at the start of this camp. And then like I'm starting to see the footage. I'm watching the countdown and I'm just like,
is this weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend?
I'm like, damn, he's got me. I want to see Pac-Man back in action. I love him.
He's fighting nobody.
It's not true. He's not fighting nobody. He's fighting a former champion in Mario Barrios. We had him on the show. He was on the what card was that? It wasn't the last card. It was the card before. I think it was the Canelo card that we went to.
Okay.
He was on that card. But no, Barrios is a decent fighter. I would say he's like a B+. He's not like the elite of the elite. Like if he was taking on James Ennis, I'd worry about his health.
Okay.
He's not James Ennis, Boots Ennis.
What's Boots' first name?
Damn, what is Boots' first name? Is it James Ennis?
I thought it was James.
It is James Ennis. Why am I making it?
Because James Ennis,
I'm thinking
who's
of
the
Heat
basketball
player,
player.
Yeah. Also James Ennis.
Also James Ennis. Yeah. Who had that incredible dunk in Summer League and on Rasul Butler, rest in peace.
Wow. That's right.
So I'm just excited to see Manny Pacquiao fight again, even though I probably shouldn't be because he's 46.
Jerron
Boots Ennis. Yeah. Why couldn't I figure that out? Because everybody calls him Boots. That's why. We had him on the show too. But I'm excited. Like he's like, oh, look at him go. Look at that little rascal go with those big calves. He's the king of the hit sounds.
Yeah, like what does that do?
I don't know.
It's like tennis and the grunters.
I like it. I like it.
Ah!
Oh, we're seeing Sabalenka's doing some of that right now.
Yeah.
Semifinal going on.
She's about to.
Ooh.
Oh, you know, we got out Anis. Oh, I can't see it. Anisimova.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
Amanda Anisimova.
Yeah. She's American, but it looks like she was up 5-2. Looks like some squeaky cheeks.
Love. That's Sabalenka, though. She does not take losing or doing bad.
No.
She's got all-time pissed off face when she messes up.
Yeah.
Very mad at herself.
Oh, I love when like they tell you to be quiet and all you can hear is, oh yeah, she's all over the place.
Well, I mean, what is this? She's the 13 seed? I never heard of her.
Me neither.
So that's going on right now. Meanwhile, you guys familiar with Maurice Jones-Drew?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
MJD.
Some people refer to him as MJD.
Yep.
Former...
he's thick right now. He like when you listen, this is not nothing new. But I'm going to tell you like this. When you 5'8", 205 to 210 pounds and you play football, the second you done, you're going to look like a grapefruit.
5'7".
5'7". He was 5'7", 200. Same thing with what's his name? Used to be the offensive coordinator for Patrick Mahomes.
Offensive coordinator for Patrick.
He used to be. Now he went to Washington last year.
Oh, Bieniemy.
Bieniemy. Same body type.
Bieniemy's only 5'7".
Bieniemy's tiny, but he was thick. Yeah.
Well, MJD has dropped his RB1 rankings for the season.
Okay. Let me can I guess?
Sure. Do you want to go number 1?
Saquon Barkley.
Correct.
Then I'm gonna go with Derrick Henry.
Correct.
Then I'm gonna go with the running back from Detroit.
Gibbs.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna go Bijan.
He was Atlanta. 5. He was 5.
5. Hold on.
But you're doing very well.
Hold on. Number 4. I can't think of number 4.
Josh Jacobs. He still got him up there.
Okay. Josh Jacobs.
Well, I was like, all right. So because we did this the other day with ESPN, and they had De'Von Achane on honorable mention. No, just outside the top 10.
Just outside.
Just outside the top 10.
Well, because you know what? With De'Von Achane, right? Achane it has more to do with how they run the ball and less to do with, because he's a talented running back.
Mm-hmm.
But last year they put him in a whole bunch of spots where all he was doing was running outside. That's easy to defend.
Well, Maurice Jones-Drew, he ranked De'Von Achane 27th.
Woo! Did he give a reason why?
I do have his reason why.
Go.
Achane built on his rookie season in terms of total yards in 2024, but was far less efficient, leaving a lot of yards on the table as the back himself recently noted. He did have a much bigger role in the pass game, nearly tripling his catch total from his rookie season. If Mike McDaniel's offense continues to lack a true identity as it did last season, we could see more of the same production from Achane. But if Tua stays healthy and the unit gets back to explosive ways, Achane's per-touch averages could skyrocket, making my placement of him look really silly. There are a lot of questions here, but he still has him in the bottom 5 of the league.
I would say this.
I don't think I've seen anybody on that.
That is a little bit ridiculous. Okay. I'm not like, come on, dude.
27th?
You don't have that kind of success, even on a down year.
He's got DeAndre Swift above him, Isaiah Pacheco.
Can I just say something? Pacheco is like the big firework that doesn't make a big boom. Like, he runs with a lot of action and he runs hard, right? But when I'm thinking of a game changer, Pacheco doesn't come to mind.
He's got Ramondre Stevenson way above him. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, this list sucks.
Whoa!
Whoa! That's right,
I would say,
MJD.
like, once you get past the top 10, right? And I would say that Achane is in the top 10.
Top 15 at least, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but once you get outside the top 10, I would say how they use you and what offense you're in and how your offensive line.
He's got like, and so like he's projecting because he does have some rookies above him. Like he's got Amari Hampton from the Chargers above him. He's got Genty above him, but still.
Yeah, you know why? Because those, see, and this is where I was getting at. The reason why he has the kid from the Chargers ahead of him is because you know what Jim Harbaugh's going to do. And so the opportunity to run the ball a lot is there because you know what Jim Harbaugh's offense is. That's why I say sometimes they're all talented, but sometimes the system that you're in with how your team treats the run game
Mhm.
has a big effect on your production.
Yeah, look, I'm not here to certainly with the Dolphins having a disappointing year, though they weren't awful. I'm not here to bitch about rankings when it's like fringe. Like, okay, honorable mention for top 10. Who cares?
Yeah, but that's
Zach,
about where I would
Zach
put him.
Sealer. Zach Sealer, I thought should have been a top 10 in the ESPN. But like when I saw, I was like, whoa, that seems really low for De'Von Achane.
Right.
Really low.
She's
hulking up.
Angry bird.
That being said, we do knocking on the door of camp. Need to find out who's on notice with the Miami Dolphins. That's next.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Got some breaking Cats news to get to. The Florida Panthers. I was waiting this. I was actually thinking, I was driving home yesterday, and I was actually thinking about this because I hadn't heard anything, and I was nervous. And I was like, what if somebody's gonna poach our boy? But the Florida Panthers have agreed to terms with Mackie Samoskevich on a 1-year deal.
Oh, 1 year.
1-year
Friend of the
deal.
show.
Samo.
We got to get on to ice hockey.
Yeah, we do, Mr. President. Yes. Maggie Samoskevich signs a 1-year deal. President Bill Zito has announced that they have agreed to terms. Quote, Mackie is a talented young forward who demonstrated skill and maturity well above his age in his first full NHL season. He showcased his ability to slide into any hole in our lineup to find success this past season, which is a testament to both his play and character. We look forward to seeing him compete in our organization for years to come. And they'll have a lot more cap space next year, so they probably lock him in for a longer deal. Lock him in. But I was worried about that. I was thinking to myself, I couldn't go about my week thinking, where is Mackie Samoskevich?
That was really what was
that was on my
keeping
mind
you up at night?
No, I don't want to be okay. Now you're being too much.
Oh, now
that's too much.
Your week could have
I'm
gone.
not. It's too much. But I was just thinking about. I was like, man, we haven't signed Samo. What if somebody's trying to poach him? Man,
but
a young.
How dare you doubt our boy?
A young buck. So I was worried about that. I'm thinking you couldn't sleep. Like, what are you crazy? It's too much.
Well, that's fair.
Mackie Samoskevich has agreed to a deal with the Cats. Bill Zito does it again.
Does it again, baby.
Does it again.
He's keeping everyone. He's keeping
everybody.
That's amazing.
He's keeping everybody.
That is amazing. I mean, a lot of hometown discounts, but
a lot of discounts.
I mean, it just went back to back.
Yep. I just saw the engravements came out too.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because you still haven't had a healthy Kachuk.
True.
For your one, the first championship he was pretty.
No,
healthy.
the first, yeah.
The first run to the cup, he broke his sternum. Second one, he's healthy. This one, I don't know what's going on.
I
with that
mean,
groin.
he was talking about his leg like a chicken bone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not good. Not good. But are you guys ready to apologize to me
for
anointing this team the best? Oh, I'm sorry, 10 times better than the Big Three era. Not yet. You're not ready to anoint me yet.
I'm not gonna anoint you. No, like
I mean,
you
I was
gotta.
ragged, but it's okay. I can
If they
another.
win a third straight, and Pat Riley has to pay royalties to that team, then I will admit them better than the Big Three.
You mean they would have to pay royalties to Pat Riley?
Correct. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he should pay royalties to them. I don't know.
At that point.
He should give him a discount though, right? Hometown discount.
Hometown for sure.
Well, it would definitely be a bad look
if he didn't.
If you make it hard for them to use the. But he said, if he ever hit with that, he said all of the money would go to charity. They did say that. Pat Riley charity.
Pat Riley Foundation.
Why are you waking up?
Interesting.
But anyway, congrats to the Cats re-signing Mackie Samoskevich. Hopefully one day the Miami Dolphins could reign just like the Cats do. But until then, we need to find out who's on notice. Marcos loves the game.
Why?
Let's go.
Oh, I get sucked in the. You had me blindfolded once.
What do you mean?
You really like it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like
this is
but
just.
when are we doing Radio Taboo again?
Come on, radio.
Well, we're doing this now. It's
Yeah, enjoy the game that we're having right now. Enjoy this date.
Can I just tell you?
Can't blame
sometimes with you two knuckleheads,
what are you talking about?
It's hard talking sports.
This is talking football. This is
okay,
July football.
Someone's about to be on notice, Leroy.
Or not.
Wait.
Or not.
So we putting people on notice without seeing them play a lick of football.
That's why you are on notice for the season.
I'm going to serve notice. You're next.
Yep.
Look at that.
All right.
Who do you got, Marcos?
All right. The first person that will be up to you guys to determine whether or not they are on notice.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready for this one, Leroy. You think I'm going to give you an easy name, but I'm not. Jason Sanders.
Wow.
Can I go first?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
You're on notice. I don't even know how to play this game. But you know what? You're on notice, okay? Because you made me so mad last season.
Wow. Jesus.
I want you to wake up every morning and remember me saying this to your face.
Yikes. Well, I mean, you're not saying it to his face, but I
You're
get
on
it.
notice.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ow.
Do your job.
I've never seen, even with what I've been through, I've never seen anybody that mad at a kicker.
Yeah, I know. What's crazy is he had a bounce back season.
I thought he was pretty decent last year.
37 out of 41.
Well, you know what?
Not bad.
Now you don't got to bounce back.
There you go. Stay consistent.
Stay consistent.
So yeah, I guess I got to look.
All right.
Fit,
If I
put him on notice.
What about you with Jason Sanders, Leroy? Is he on notice?
no, it's a kicker. There's no, you're not on notice.
So
If
Justin
you
is a
start
kicker?
struggling, you just get rid of them and get another one. Like they're kickers.
I got to be honest with you. I was going to put
I
him on.
want you with that same mentality when we depend on him.
My same
okay?
what?
That same mentality. That's exactly what I said.
We'll review.
That
we'll review
definitely
one.
sounded like you said
Nope.
that with one word. Same mentality.
Well, you know what? Me and Bam, samesies.
Momentum.
You know what? I was going to
Keep
put him.
that same energy.
I was going to put him on notice.
Why?
But
Wow.
I think I can't live.
You could
live
just
up-
get another
I
one.
can't live up to what JFig's saying. I mean,
That's
you
true.
know, so
You're
I
like,
kind
it's
of feel
like,
bad for him now.
Oh, this sucks. This
Don't
orange
feel
is
bad for him.
this
because
orange
I
is
want you
bad.
to keep that
So
same
you got a whole bag
mentality
of
when
them.
we're depending on him.
No.
Okay. A couple I do admit look, if you look at his percentages past couple years, 74%, 81%, 85% last year, 90% on the most kicks he's ever had in the season.
He was 12 of 14 from 50 plus.
That's on notice?
You know what I want?
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Wow.
I had a guy who was 100% during the regular season, and he missed at the most important time.
The years before that, he was not good.
Yeah, not good.
But this
But
last
he's got a hell of a leg.
Mhm.
All right.
Who else is on the list, Froggy? Are you putting him on notice?
Jason Sanders. Nah, I'm not gonna put him on notice.
Okay.
Not gonna put him on. A lot of other people.
Football.
I only have one guy who I would put on notice.
Really?
Well, you don't know that because he could
Yes,
say
I
a
do.
name and it may
Yes,
strike
I
you
do.
and strike a
Sure,
chord.
You don't know
Yes,
that
I
one.
do.
You know?
Okay.
All right, next guy.
A minor.
Oh,
Hmm.
by the way, that song,
Hmm?
What I Miss, doing well
He
right
said
now.
you're probably gonna strike. It might strike a chord. And
Yeah,
I said
no,
A
for
minor.
sure. No. Drake's title of his new song is called "What Did I Miss," and it's doing well. I just want you guys to know that. Beyond that,
I love Drake.
Cam Smith.
Whoa.
Cam Smith.
Hey,
How can he be on notice if he's never played?
no, that's exactly why.
That's why he's on
exactly
notice.
why,
Could be the
Leroy.
reason, actually.
Cam Smith,
Could be the reason.
you're on notice, dude.
I'm going to serve notice. You're next.
He's next, dude. You know, he is on notice for sure. This is a make or break. It's not only a notice, it's a make or break season for Cam Smith.
It's more make or break than being on notice.
No, I'm
Being
putting him on
being-
notice that this is make or
Here,
break.
to me, being on notice means you have performed at the highest level at that position, and then you fell off.
Ooh.
Right? If you've never ever gotten to that point,
You can't be on the, if you didn't get out of the starting blocks, you can't be on notice.
right?
Wow.
Well, it's your take.
Hey,
I'm not going to argue with you.
Not on notice because he's not good enough to be on notice.
Wow.
That's even more painful, actually.
That's tough. JFig?
That's rough.
He's not on notice.
What?
Tougher on.
The
tougher on
90%
Jason
kicker?
Sanders. Jeez, all
All
right.
right, okay.
Froggy?
You can't bet on Cam Smith. That's why I guess he doesn't affect your gambling. That's probably. Is Cam Smith on notice? I agree with Leroy that he's not good enough to be on notice, but I still, for the reason that we wasted a pick on him, I'm gonna put him on notice. He's on notice to me.
I'm going to serve notice. You're next.
All right. Who else is up there?
All right. Third name on the list. This one's gonna hurt a little bit. He's a fan favorite. You can catch him at the local zoo, or you can catch him in the local end zone, waddling like a penguin. Jalen Waddle. Is he on notice?
Oh, someone's getting in position.
Leroy.
I'm gonna say yes because
Whoa! But you said
no.
Uh-oh.
Let me explain to you. There's two things.
I'm
When
gonna
I
serve
said I would
notice.
only put one guy on notice,
It was him.
it's kind of a all of this has an effect on it.
So you lied.
Okay. But I would say this. You can't have that production and make $30 million a year. It's not acceptable.
Not acceptable.
And so from that standpoint, but if I tell you the person, I'm going to let y'all finish. Then I'm going to tell you who I have on notice.
But you might spoil the list.
No, I'm not.
There's
That's why
a
I'm going to wait.
list, Leroy.
That's why I'm going to wait till after.
I thought you were going to do it after this.
No, I'm going to do it after Marcos.
Very kind.
If Leroy said
Yeah.
he was only going to put one person on notice,
Yeah.
but then Jalen Waddle has gotten into
Because the person that I put on notice, everybody that he might have on this list is affected by it.
Okay.
Oh.
If Waddle
Yeah.
is on notice from Leroy Horde, the hardest club to get into.
Hardest club.
You know you're on my notice club,
Oh.
dude. You're on notice, Waddle.
That's it.
I'm going to serve notice. You're next.
JFig?
I'm Spirit Leroy, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 3.
Froggy?
That's 3. I'm not ready to put him on notice yet.
Wow.
I'm not
Just
ready.
That's
he's
because you ain't paying his ass $30 million.
Correct.
Because he's adorable?
Because he's adorable, and there was so much.
He didn't
going
even
on.
do
like
the Waddle
Penguin.
for us last year.
Exactly.
I know, but
you know
when-
what? For that reason alone, you should.
But Tyreek, when Tyreek's like, I quit on the team, he's like, Reek, you leaving?
It was so sad.
You're leaving, Reeky Boo? That was so sad.
Somehow that guy is able to come back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tyreek Hill, but
Forget it.
not Jalen Ramsey. They're like, what did Jalen Ramsey do? That was unforgivable because Tyreek Hill, they're like, oh, quit? That's cool. Who else is on the list?
All right,
I want to know if you
continuing on.
hit Leroy's mystery guy.
Apparently not, but I did get one. So we got him hooked for one. Let's see about this guy, old Van Wilder himself. Party animal.
What?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Wow.
Is that guy gonna be on
QB1?
QB1? Huh? No jiu-jitsu this offseason?
No jujitsu this offseason. I
thought
like
you
that
said he
he's
was.
I like that he's I like that he's chubbier.
All right.
He's not on notice for me. He's not on notice for me.
You got a soft spot for
He's
him.
not on notice for me. I can't help if he gets his head rung, you know?
Yeah.
If he gets his head rung, like I feel like when he's healthy, he's a good quarterback. But Tua, if you do it one more time, I'm giving you one more
That
chance
literally sounds like you're
to
putting
be
him
a
on notice.
rhinoceros.
Seems like.
No, he's
Sounds-
one step away
it
from being
literally
on notice.
Sounds like you're putting him
No,
on notice.
he's on his last strike,
Make
JFig.
up your mind.
Then
right
he's
there,
on
Tobin.
notice. No,
Daddy loves you guys.
look at that guy.
Look at that. Come on.
Leroy?
No.
Tua's not on notice for you. That's not the guy.
because
Not on
That's
notice.
not the guy.
Not the guy. Okay.
That's
All right.
not the guy.
Makes sense.
Again,
Makes sense.
one guy, everybody else falls underneath.
Daddy loves you guys.
All
All right.
right. Jennifer?
Just saw a comment. I can't wait for that name. I won't put him on notice.
Wow. How did he charm us? How did he charm us?
Mm.
What about you, Froggy?
No, I've said it multiple times. Van Wilder's going to have the best season of his career this year. That's what I'm calling.
All right.
The team's success will not reflect that, though.
All right.
Got
Give
that.
us one more, Froggy. One last
All
person
right.
on the list. Let's
This
see
is
if
the
we can get-
one. This is Leroy's one right here. I already got it. Corner pocket. Saw it. I can see through it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Last person to determine whether or not they're getting pink slips.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McDaniel.
Thank you.
Whoa!
Let me break it down for you.
Wow!
This is what it is. The facts are the facts.
The facts are
They're
the facts.
worst.
The offense that Mike McDaniel is running, he has never run at any other place he's been at. They've always been a physical, run the ball first. Now, all of a sudden, he became pass happy. The whole team is soft, and everybody's affected by it. So, if Mike McDaniel continues to run this offense and not go back to what he did when he was successful in Atlanta, in San Francisco, in Cleveland, his ass is on notice.
Whoa!
And guess what?
Serve notice. You're next.
Everybody else's numbers are affected by his decisions and the soft offense that he's been running.
That's not Mike McDaniel's way.
Yes, clearly it is. So,
Write what you will.
when you put all these names on the list,
Yeah.
when you talk about Waddle, you talk about Tua, you talk about Tyreek, you talk about Achane, you talk about all these guys. All of them are affected by the plays in the system that they are running offensively.
Attaboy.
So his ass, and I like him as a coach. I think he's a hell of a coach, but I can't understand. Most coaches will tell you this. I'm a ride or die with what got me here. He's trying to outthink the room. He's trying to outsmart the room.
You don't want him quoting Socrates anymore?
No!
What would Socrates say to that?
Socrates would say, you suck.
No.
You're not doing what you do.
I need you to.
So that is the problem with this offense.
Classic.
That was beautiful.
But I've told you this. I've said it all year.
But now it's official. Say it.
You're on notice.
Who?
Wow.
Say his name.
Look at the
and say he's
camera.
on
Look at the
notice.
camera. Look at the camera. Look up. Look up. Yeah.
In the microphone.
Oh wait.
He's doing both.
Whoa! So, but like, I don't understand. Here,
Wait, don't go away from it.
hold on. Was it Kai Finn 502?
Yep.
Me and you are on the same page. Dude, if he calls a bubble screen within the first 10 plays of the season, I'm flying to the 305 for a blood sport. Bare Knuckles fight to the death. I can't agree with you more. Right?
Beautiful.
Since when is a bubble screen the equivalent to outside run? That all last year, they led you to believe that. I'm going to tell you why you run bubble screens and why you run sweeps. Because you have no faith in the interior line blocking. That's why you do it. Okay? It's not because you have a fast team. No. It's because you have no faith in the guys up front. And what you do is you try to outcoach everybody. You try to, well, they're probably going to beat us here. They're probably going to beat us there. So I'm going to do this.
Don't lose.
Man, Marcos, who got the business more? Jason Sanders from JFig or Mike McDaniel from Leroy?
Hey, man.
No, but like,
Look at that.
typical JFig. She's picking on the kicker.
Wow. Now
Like,
She is a bully.
Up the 53-man roster,
Yeah.
kicker is like 52nd on the list.
I don't want to see you guys on the chat when he messes up.
Hey, listen, she's right, though. You better not complain if he misses a kick this
He
year.
was 90% last year. He had a career best.
Like I said,
Yeah.
Keep it up.
That's right.
don't want to see you
3
on the
bad
chat.
years, 1 good year. She's had enough.
All I'm saying is, and with this Mike McDaniel thing, this is not nothing new for me. I've been saying this the whole time.
You've hit another level.
But you have to.
When you put somebody on notice, there's only one way to go.
And but
Stay
I,
spicy.
I've also said this, and I've told you this from the beginning. I can't imagine that a guy can't look at the film and see, oh, I got to go back to, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I've never seen a team run more bubble screens. Like, this is not high school. You know, those guys over there are fast as hell, too. You throw it out there, the whole team flows out there, and you got Tyreek blocking for Waddle on a bubble screen. Or Jonnu Smith blocking for Tyreek.
Not anymore.
What is that good offense?
What?
Achane is running a toss sweep with Waddle and Tyreek and Jonnu Smith blocking for him.
No good.
Classic.
I want the fat asses blocking. That's why they fat. They get in the way of other fat guys. That's
Attaboy.
football.
Should we put the mannequin out there too?
Huh?
Fat man.
Oh, let me tell you something. That thick mannequin meant business. I could tell.
Take a break. That was beautiful. Back after this.
them, dude. That's what it was. I was trying to wrangle them.
Sitting here hobnobbing just because we had Leroy Horton. He needed to cool down for a second.
That's really what.
Because he took
it
a
was.
blowtorch to Mike McDaniel.
Poor Mikey D.
And then JFig, I mean, she threw Jason Sanders in a body bag.
You know, and
Yee.
I understood because I felt that way about Jason Sanders a couple seasons in a row. And last year he was performing, but it was kind of the like, yeah, but I still don't trust you. Now I don't necessarily trust him, but I would say that I don't know if he's notice worthy.
I don't know if we could ever trust him again.
That's fair.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's fair.
But he did perform a lot better last year. I feel like ever since he had the Cowboys game that he won,
Yeah,
he's been in a pretty good spot.
yeah,
but
he's been on a bit of a
not
streak
for old JFig, the birderer,
Yeah,
taking him out.
Pardon me?
What?
What did I say?
So we were
What
coming
did I
back,
do?
and I was like, "Hey, no running."
And I
And
told
she
them, why are
goes-
you squeezing them
She,
cheeks?
why are you squeezing their cheeks? I said, "I use my ass to propel me to higher speeds."
It's true. It's actually true.
So what did I do?
Let us get to that part of the show where Marcos reaches into the mix. Bag.
I love the way tennis has a walkout.
Doesn't have like the same intensity in England, I feel like, as it does at the other ones. It looks very bright. They're
Because you
all
have to
like-
wear, you know, they have to wear white, right?
Yeah, I know it's a
Yeah.
rule.
What?
Wimbledon, you have to wear white.
Why?
Wait. Why?
That's
Do you think she's like listening to Many Men?
Many men.
wait. What is
Many
the
men,
nationality?
many
I don't know.
men. Oh, it's not.
Belinda Benicic?
Benicic? Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like she is Swedish. Against
So why do you have to wear white?
Yeah,
They-
what's
it's
up with
just
the
they,
white thing?
them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Could never play
But there has to be
Wimbledon
like a reason why that's the rule.
That's why you don't play tennis.
Okay.
then. Exactly why I don't play tennis.
Imagine JFig was like an elite tennis player, but she just tapped out on Wimbledon because she goes, "No, if I can't wear black, I'm not going out."
What?
Drop the racket around the floor.
That'd be crazy.
What would happen if they tried to not wear white?
It's just it's certain. There's certain things in sports that you just it has history. It's you just don't.
So this
right?
is a
No, I know you
tradition
just don't, but like, what would happen if somebody what if somebody did
Nobody
like
tries. They respect Wimbledon too much.
Boo.
I need more of a reason just because it's not enough for me.
No, but if
Respect
you're
tradition.
Black.
if you're a tennis player and you play Wimbledon, that's it's like certain things you do at the Masters, like certain things you do. That's just the way it is.
What do we got in the
Like,
mixed
why
bag?
don't you touch the Stanley Cup?
That's different. You
just
can't
don't.
compare
You
that.
just don't.
Right,
You
but
just
that's
don't do it.
okay.
Compare that to a
But at
color.
least I have a reason because it's bad luck. That's why.
Right.
I'm not wearing white because why? I'm
How
wearing
come the
white
ball
because-
boys aren't wearing white?
Yeah, how come the ball boys aren't wearing white?
Mm.
They don't respect tennis.
No, because
But I'm just saying, like, let's
Tradition?
just say somebody tried it. Would the judge be like, "Well, you can't go out there. We'll hold up the match."
What is this?
No.
Why do they talk like that?
why do you think
in England?
See, I'm gonna go over there, right?
You're
And
gonna
I'm
hear-
gonna
Oh, chap. Leroy Horde here. Top of the morning, Leroy.
Really?
Cheerio.
What do we got in the mixed bag
Of
today,
course, you gotta
Marcos?
say cheerio.
We are starting the mixed bag with one of the quotes from yesterday's introduction from the newest member of the Miami Heat, Mr. Norman Powell. Now, typically, people shy away from being boisterous. Is that a word? I feel like it's a word, right?
I
Not
think
for
I'll allow
you.
it.
Cool. With their talents and abilities, especially when proclaiming themselves as an all-star. But the confident man that Tobin interviewed yesterday,
Interviewing by myself.
oh, it seemed that way. But he did say he was confident though, right?
Very confident.
And this clip shows that. Mr. Powell says that not only is he a starter, but one of all-star capabilities.
An all-star given the opportunity, and I think, like I said, this year, given the free reign and the opportunity that was in front of me, I showcased that, being a top 10 in all-star voting and people talking about me being a snub and how I should have made the all-star team. Like, that's how I see myself. In the positions of Dwayne Wade, Kobe, my favorite players. Like, that's how I saw myself growing up, and that's what I believe myself could be, being in the right situation, the right opportunity. But the talks about my role or how I should be or what I should do or my limitations, I never listened to that. I used it as fuel to my fire because I know what I can bring to the table, and I know the type of player I am and what I can do. I'm a versatile player that can be played in a multitude positions, a multitude of roles, and excel in any role that's given to me.
There you go. Norman Powell yesterday on his Zoom call.
I like it.
And
I want you to have that confidence.
Yeah.
It's confidence. It's not arrogance.
Sounded to me, though, like a guy who's not too into coming off the bench, which I get.
That seems like it may be a problem.
No, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think he's probably going to start. I think it's going to be him and Tyler starting.
Oh, okay.
Really? And then Davion off the bench?
I think so.
Well,
I mean, we also got to.
I think the guy you need next to Tyler. Here's the problem, though. I don't want Tyler playing point guard. So how are we going to do that?
Them's the breaks.
Yeah, but he's not his best version of himself.
We're going to have some time and stagger that he's going to be there, and we'll put Jovic, and he'll be our 6'11" point guard. Jovic, dude. What else you got?
In my mixed bag, we have a little more basketball. As you can assume.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I'm attempting to let the audio files load.
You're talking at half?
Be a pro. Be a pro.
Talking like that?
You didn't notice he was stalling?
Why don't you let me know when the sound is loaded?
Kevin Durant and Tatum. Kevin Durant says that Tatum and Damian Lillard contacted him about the torn
Of course,
Achilles.
JT and Dame, hit me up. I feel like I'm the Achilles guy.
You are.
Yeah, like everybody
You're the
hit me
one
up when
who's
they
done
had
it
their Achilles. And
the best.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys have bounced back and became themselves again. Mine's is the most, popular. But I feel like a lot of guys have bounced back that I took inspiration from when I was going through my journey.
Like, who else has bounced back from an Achilles?
Not Kobe.
Kobe was not the same after the Achilles.
No,
I think the reason people go to him is because he is probably one of the more successful stories of a guy who came back. I mean,
Well, but he's also 7 foot and you don't have to jump to shoot.
Boogie Cousins didn't come back from the Achilles.
No.
The same. John Wall didn't. It's a rough injury, dude.
But I think when you come back from an injury like that, I think the most important thing is your habits, right? Like, if you don't take it serious and you still partying or whatever, and you spend that year just doing whatever, okay,
Not pulling
then
Deshaun Watson.
right, like then you just don't come back the same because it lingers. So I think KD is so serious about basketball that he put himself in the right position.
He also took time too. Like he
Right.
basically took the like. I know there's some like, oh, should Tatum come back before? Like, dude, just take the whole year off. Like, be right.
Well, that's what you said. On beating science.
Jalen Phillips is different though. Jalen Phillips, he only has to play half the game, certain snaps.
True. Yeah.
It's not having the ball all the time.
Yeah, but still, he's playing on the end of the line of scrimmage with his hand down. So that means you're loading up.
He would have beaten science if it wasn't for Jordan Poyer's clumsy ass.
All right.
Double agent.
Okay.
Give us one more in the mixed bag there. Slowpoke.
In the mix. Deion Sanders recently was quoted as saying the top spending teams are the top teams in college football.
How do you believe NIL should be guardrailed now, especially with the revenue sharing?
I wish it was a cap. Like the top of the line player makes this, and if you're not that type of guy, you're not going to make that. That's what the NFL does. So the problem is you got a guy that's not that darn good, but he could go to another school and they give him $500,000, and you can't compete with that. That don't make sense. And you're talking about equality, not equality, like equal. I guess equality. And all you have to do is look at the playoffs and see what those teams spent. and you understand darn near why they're in the playoffs. It's kind of hard to compete with somebody who's giving $25-30 million to a darn freshman class.
Right.
It's crazy. We're not complaining because all these coaches up here can coach their butts off and give them the right opportunity with the right players and play here and there, you'll be there. But it's what's going on right now don't make sense. And we want to say stuff, but we're trying to be professional. But you're going to see the same teams darn near at the end and with somebody who sneaks up in there. But the team that pays the most is going to be there in the end.
All right.
Rebooted on its own.
The computer rebooted?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can still hear you, though.
So he's right, but here's the problem. You have too many people that are a part of this that think that their kid is worth X amount of dollars. And the fact of the matter is that they're not that good. And Dion said it best. At every level of life, there are certain people that are up here, there's certain people that are in the middle, and there's certain people that are hanging on. We are rewarding the middle and the bottom just to get them to our school. And it should not be that way. They say, ooh, how much NIL would you have gotten? I said, none. I don't think I would have got NIL till my third year. What are you doing?
Dave Stout says there's probably a reboot warning that Leroy doesn't see because he is 0 to 79.
Fair point. We'll take a break. Back with more to this.
It's Dave.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Going to talk to BKFC President David Feldman coming up this hour as Conor McGregor and him are hosting a press conference today at Hard Rock Live. It's open to the public, 7 o'clock. I'm a little nervous. I mean, I'm not going, but I'm a little nervous because Conor McGregor and Mike Perry, a little beef. And
well, doesn't Conor have beef with everyone?
Fair.
So why, like, because he's a owner, does he have to kind of get away from that?
He's Conor McGregor.
I know, but
he punched Bernie in the basketball nose.
But it was
He's
set up.
also on notice.
Oh, that guy's on notice.
It was set up, but he took it too far.
Took it too far.
He took it too far.
Also, may have taken something else that far that night too. Punched an old man in the bar. Did a lot of egregious things.
There was one BKFC press conference he showed up to, and
Isn't he always though?
I just think that's how he runs. And Conor's been arrested in Miami. We know that this guy, when he comes down here, he likes to party. So I don't know. But if you guys do want to see what should probably be a hell of a spectacle, it's like their Summit of Champions that they're having, and I think they're announcing some big signings today for BKFC. That's going on 7 o'clock at the Guitar Hotel. So we'll talk to him about that and get into some fight shenanigans.
Bare
Headlines
Knuckles is crazy in itself, man.
Oh man, it's nuts. It's nuts. Headlines are brought to you by Durant Kia. Durant Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory at the Sports, Sorrento, and Telluride. And remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Durant Kia. Marlins are back at it tonight. They'll try and win 3 out of 4 against the Cincinnati Reds. Saw their 11-game win streak on the road come to an end yesterday. Sandman, tough struggles for him, man. Tough.
He's been struggling all year.
It's been a tough year. It's been a tough year.
I mean,
for Sandy.
and the thing is I don't. Is there? Can you think of a reason why? Just rusty. Just take him a while to get into a groove.
He just seems more. It's just more like he's throwing stuff that's more hittable. I think when Sandy's at his best, it just felt like everything moved. Everybody was pounding everything into the ground, and then of course you could dial it up to 100 and strike out if you needed to. And I just think that he goes into these things. He feels like he has it for an inning, and then there's an inning where it's like, now yesterday he didn't have it from the start, but there's been even his last start, like he had it, and then he didn't. And this is like the ultimate workhorse who could get through games. So. We apparently have a new romance this summer.
Ooh.
Tom Brady reportedly has a new squeeze.
Who is it?
Sofia Vergara.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hey,
Since when?
Brady.
Apparently they're hanging out ever since Jeff Bezos' wedding.
Listen,
Gotta
Tommy
say,
boy.
he has a type.
He does well.
Really
Beautiful Latin women.
Good for him.
What was Giselle?
Yeah.
She's
Brazilian.
She's Brazilian, and Sophia's Colombian, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Tom Brady and I have the same type. Extremely, extremely beautiful women.
Holy.
That's your net.
That's it.
A wide net.
If you fall under those very, very strict categories, there's a chance you may catch old frog boy's eye.
I feel like, you know what, though, for losing the wife to the jiu-jitsu instructor, this is a good counterpoint.
No, listen.
It's a strong move.
It's
a strong move by Tom Brady.
This is a strong move.
I think this is a step.
It's okay. It's easy for us to say that.
He didn't make a lateral move.
Like, it's easy for us to say that, but there was times in which it wasn't Giselle like making more money than Tom Brady at a certain time. She was super successful. She had her run.
But I'm just going off of.
I think Sofia Vergara though was
also very successful. She's
Yeah,
been around for a very long time.
I think she was at one point the highest paid actress on television.
Yeah,
for Modern Family.
Yeah, I remember. You remember her first movie?
It's a good move.
Four Brothers.
Oh, that's right.
My dad was her bodyguard.
She was sitting on that.
Oh, you did mention
on that washing machine.
He was the bodyguard for her and Shakira.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going on,
dude?
But you like Sofia
and y'all
Vergara.
wonder why I'm scared. He just gives you that look. He don't even talk. He just looks and
Me and JFig,
and he knows it too. He knows it.
Have the same requirements.
I go, hey man, I said, not for nothing, we're going to play some dominoes or whatever. You scared the hell out of me. And he smiles.
I'll look for the picture. There's one.
There were some pictures recently of her. Spoiler alert, still looks great.
I think it's her birthday today.
Look at that.
Happy birthday.
Tommy boy, you did it again.
Is she what, 40, mid-40s?
Ageless.
50?
She's just
53.
50 something. Mhm.
Ageless,
Sofia
my
is
friend.
53?
53.
Ageless.
Wow.
It is today.
Wowzers.
Yep.
She still looks
Boy.
great.
We started talking about her and the show came to a screeching halt.
Man, I'm on TMZ. What's going on with
Oh
me?
my God, you see this?
What's that?
There's certain guys getting paid more than franchises.
Oh, yeah. And our franchise happens to be the franchise.
Yep.
You know what they don't have though, dude?
What?
They don't have Gus Bus.
They don't have Gus Bus.
They don't have Gus
They
Bus.
do not. They do not.
So
Have you
in-
seen some of the jerseys coming up for these Marlins promotions?
Do you just go for the promotions?
Yes.
I did go for
Wow.
I did happen to be a Jim Leland bobblehead day. I would like to go to Luis Castillo day because
Oh,
Luis
that's
was
fun.
one of my favorites.
Yeah. Next weekend they have X-Men 97 jerseys that are coming out, I think, on like
X-Men?
Sunday. Yeah. Like the old Wolverine design over a Marlins
That's
jersey.
kind of cool. They're listen, the Marlins have been killing it with the promotions for like 3 seasons now.
Yeah, really good.
They've been doing really, really good with that stuff.
Yeah. Colombian jerseys next Saturday.
Oh, so Sofia Vergara can throw out the first pitch.
There you go.
Nice.
I don't know. I think it was too much, Leroy.
Are you okay?
I'm all right.
You sure?
Listen.
Isn't she the OG certified possum holder? Actually, no, take it back. I was
Who could be?
I mean, yeah, she definitely, I think, was the OG certified possum holder.
I feel like she was one of the first people we named.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yep.
There's a lot of people that some people want to say is, but they're not in her class.
In Sophia's?
Yeah.
I mean,
Schmeathan says that Judge Judy was the OG certified possum holder.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We know how you feel about that one.
What, dude? She's got a little ponytail thing going on. Have you seen the new look?
What?
No, I
No,
haven't
how do
seen
you
it.
know that?
Oh,
That's so weird.
Okay.
The way he said it too. It was like he was talking about Sophia.
She does have a little ponytail thing going on. Huh? That's healthy hair. She has got healthy hair.
What?
Look
Crazy.
at that. And how many episodes does she have?
Oh my God. Well, she owns all the shows, doesn't she?
Who? Yeah.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy. She's all those court shows.
But it's not on regular TV. Don't you have to stream her now?
Are you streaming her?
Whoa. Well, if she wants to.
Okay. All right.
Dude, can
Everyone
I
calm
just
down.
tell you?
What?
How do we
Calm
go
down.
from
I would be closed off.
Oh, hey.
Sofia Vergara being just smoking hot to, you know what?
Judge
Let's
Judy.
not forget about Judge Judy.
She got a ponytail now.
She's honorable.
She got a ponytail because
That's
she's
crazy.
80-something years old and hair don't grow.
No, it's the way that he said
Yeah, I
it.
know.
That was
I know. I feel like
his eyes. I feel
Dude,
kind of
I
uncomfortable.
feel like I
being
need to go to the
this close
bathroom and wash my hands or
What?
something. Just yeah.
Respect the great honorable Judge
Oh,
Judy.
Salma Hayek. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She's very
definitely a certified possum.
Yep.
Netflix. Prime
She's
Video,
older than Sofia
Disney Plus.
Vergara.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like before her. I would
oh
say
my gosh,
Salma
she's
Hayek.
58?
Yeah.
Wow.
What is going on?
I didn't think Judge Judy was that young.
No.
Oh wow.
Hold on. No one is discussing.
Listen,
What?
Judge Judy was in her 30s before these two were born.
Can I see like a modern picture of Salma Hayek? Because all these are like look way too good for a 58-year-old.
Dude,
She
she's-
looks
hey,
really good at
No,
her
she's
age.
she's still strong, dude.
You know what it was? I do remember. She was in Dusk Till Dawn, the first one. If I'm not mistaken, she's a vampire.
Did she turn into a vampire or was she always a vampire?
I mean, the end of the road is when you do a Happy Gilmore movie. So what was the movie he did with all the comedians?
Grown-ups?
Grown-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was his wife in Grown-ups. I tell you what, somebody else who's on that list. What was Click? What was his wife in Click? She did vampire movies
Kate
too.
Beckinsale, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Hey. Yeah.
Take a break. Back with more to this. 560 WQAM. What?
Number one.
Well, it's obviously a thing. I don't think they'd bring that onto your screen to lie.
I mean, it's weird, right?
That they're ranking pickleball players?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're not you don't believe in the growth of pickleball?
No, pickleball does not get my respect.
Why?
I mean, it is a hobby.
Me personally,
It's lazy tennis.
I think of pickleball as lazy people tennis.
Okay, hold on.
Well, you guys just said the same thing.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Oh, you know what?
Let me put my headphones on.
Okay, I'll give you
I was
that.
looking at the screen.
I'll give you that.
Not bad.
Didn't have headphones on. Completely original idea, though. It's like lazy people tennis.
Right. Like not quite tennis, but a lazier version.
It's like
Can you wear different colors and not white?
It's only
At
Wimbledon.
pickleball?
Only Wimbledon you can't do that, JFig. You just, I'm sorry.
I need to know why. You guys aren't giving me a real reason why.
I think you know why. Hoity-toity England. That's
Wait.
why.
All right. Let's see what
That's-
Google says.
That's exactly why it is.
Oh my god! It says the short answer is because it's the dress code.
Well, yeah.
Stupid.
We figured that out. Thanks, Google.
It's probably because you guys like they used to have like the Queen show up, and she's like, "Hey, what over here? What is you?" No, you needed looking good.
Okay. So white was chosen.
Someone in the
because-
chat, so they don't like the sweat marks on.
There
show.
goes. White
And
was
you know
chosen
what?
because it was thought to minimize the appearance of sweat stains.
Oh,
And I'm not mad about that.
Visible
Alright.
sweat was seen as unseemly, especially for women. White clothing was believed to be better at concealing.
Oh, so
sweat
you're supposed to play
stains.
tennis for 3 hours and not sweat?
Well,
That's
it's just for appearance.
you know, it's probably
For
cooler
upkeep.
in 1877.
appearances.
Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, and then we'll find BKFC President, our guy David Feldman, joining us there as they're having a summit of champions.
What about now?
You hear us, David?
Yes, sir.
There we go. All right. How are you, man? You got your summit there? How's it? What do we got going on today at the Hard Rock?
Yeah, you know what we're doing? We're getting all the champs together. We're going to let them talk to the media a little bit. We're making some major announcements today. I think some groundbreaking stuff for combat sports in general, and some really cool stuff for BKFC. So we're going to drop them announcements today. Very excited about it. I think it's very well attended. A lot of people are excited about it. And I think after we drop some of these announcements and then a couple more on Saturday at Fight Night, I think it's really going to change the game for BKFC.
So, my guy Mike Perry, he's going to be in attendance. Is he making his triumphant return to BKFC? This has been a long time in the waiting.
Yeah, we're going to announce the date. Possibly the opponent. I'm just waiting on the contract right now. So it's kind of like it's in the middle whether we'll announce the opponent or not right now. But we're going to announce his return. Absolutely. We're going to announce a couple tournaments we're doing. We're going to announce just some really cool stuff that we have going on that I think is awesome for the athletes.
But are you worried at all? Because I know that him and Conor McGregor, because Conor McGregor is going to be there, or you guys are announcing that he's going to be there. I never know with Conor and his schedule or whatnot if that's going to happen. But there's been a little bit of frostiness, riftiness between the two of them, and now that they're both going to be on, the same stage. I know you're no stranger to your boys scrapping when it comes to promotion, but are you expecting fireworks there today?
I mean, I don't think so, but hey, man, you never know. I mean, you got two guys that are really, hyped up and really believe in themselves a lot, and you never know what's going to come out of their mouth. And look, I swear it's funny you said that because I wasn't prepared for that question, but I kept thinking it like, yo, is Conor going to say like, yo, get out of here, you're fired, get out of here, you're cut, right? Like, I don't know what he's going to say. You just don't know. You just don't know, man.
When you guys launched the advertising stuff, I was like, oh, Mike's going to be there. Oh,
Yeah.
Conor's going to be there. I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, man. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But man, look, one thing for sure, it's going to be a fun night.
Well, but it's open to the public, so people here in South
It is.
Florida can go there to the Hard Rock for it.
Yeah, it's at the ballroom at the Hard Rock. it's first come, first serve. I say that because, I think it fits about 1,000 people, but I mean, there's going to be so many people here tonight. Very, very pumped up for it. And like I said, have some really cool announcements that we're going to make. We're going to, I think, like move the needle on combat sports in general, not just for what we're doing with BKFC, but I think it's things that other companies can follow through with and help the fighters out and do some things that we're going to do tonight. And I think it's gonna go a long way.
Do
And
you?
we're not sure if we're going to announce it. We have an unbelievable announcement, and again, that's either going to come today or Saturday. I'm not sure yet, depending on my phone call I get.
Do you? Are you starting to get like different age group guys starting to get into BKFC because like it's mostly the veteran guys who have there's just professional fighters. They just fight wherever they can fight. Are there people that are starting to get into just these types of the fight game and or maybe thinking about doing this?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many announcements. We're going to announce 12 new signings tonight.
Okay.
Some former boxing world champions, some big time UFC guys. We got some major announcements there as well. But I think what I said is I think this sport actually has the chance to really go outside of fight fans in general. It's not just fight fans because it is bare knuckle, and we all did it, right? We all saw it. We all do it. Like when you play football, when you play basketball, there's a fight in the crowd. You look at the fight in the crowd. It's primal. It's what people want to see, and therefore, this sport itself, I think, can go outside a little wider than just combat sports in general.
Is this thing legitimate? Like, are you guys really making a promotion that's going to be bare knuckle on hockey on ice? Like,
Yeah,
I saw the videos of this. I'm like, is this a thing that you guys are going to do?
So it's a guy that was helping me out with some stuff in Canada, and he asked me to get involved with him, and I said, yeah, you know what, we'll put our name on it. And the first event in Michigan was amazing. It was a really, really cool event. Definitely needs some tweaks. I think I really truly think it has legs because I thought the fans were going crazy over it. There were some great fights. We just had to change some rules to make it a little more exciting. The same thing we did with BKFC. Make it nonstop engagement, nonstop excitement, and we're going to do that. And I think it definitely has some legs. And we're actually acquired another promotion, and we're going to announce that tonight as well.
See, because this is one of the things, Leroy, because we watched the Panthers this year, and I don't know how much hockey you were into, David, but the Panthers got some badasses on this team this year with Jonah Gadjevich and AJ Greer. I mean, they won literally like every bare knuckle fight there was on ice. I feel like there needs to be like some Panthers highlight reel for the South Florida card.
Yeah, man, it could be amazing, man. I think what happened is the Philadelphia Flyers just hired two of my BKFC fighters to coach their guys how to fight. So they're actually getting into fighting now. Like, it's no joke. It's not just that they're going to go to the gym and learn how to fight. They actually have fight coaches now for the Flyers. It's crazy.
No, it is. It's one of those things where like the thing that's honorable about it is they have to drop the gloves. Like they're not doing it. Like it's always been the thing in hockey.
Right.
But like the Panthers have this guy that's there because the thing in BKFC that's always gnarly is Leroy is the cuts, right? And the way that these guys are just, they can be so pinpoint and precise with these punches. But there was this one guy that the Panthers had, David, that's like his name's Jonah Gadjevich. And he was like, after the fight, he's like taking scissors and he's like cutting and trimming back up the flesh because he did such a good job of enforcing for his stars because that's what they're always out there doing. So it's spreading all over the place. What do you got on the card this weekend? What are the fights people should be looking forward to?
We got a heavyweight eliminator for the championship. We got Arnold Adams, who is our actual first BKFC world champion. He's fighting a monster. We call him the bare knuckle Mike Tyson. Leonardo Perdomo. He's from Miami, via Cuba. But I mean, this guy is a beast. Right now, he's 7-0, 7 first-round knockouts with BKFC. Nobody's ever made it past 1 minute with him yet. So I mean, this guy is a beast, and he's going to be tested. We have the 125-pound champion, Chip G. Perez is going to take on Andrew Strode out of Denver. G. Perez is a Florida native as well, out of Cuba as well also. And then we just have, Brian Durant. We have Steve Townsend. We have all these guys on the undercard, Julio Perez, that are all Miami-based guys. And we will have when it's all said and done on Saturday night, we will have the highest grossing ticket sales for any combat sporting event at Hard Rock history on Saturday night. We'll have the largest attendance and the highest grossing ticket sales. So we're very, very excited about that as well. It will be our 9th consecutive sellout here at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, it's always a consistent home for you guys. It's great that you guys have found a footing in a place that obviously loves a good scrap. We appreciate the time. David Feldman, go check out BKFC. If you guys are looking for something fun tonight, listen, you got Conor McGregor, the who's who of fighting there with Mike Perry. That sounds like it's going to be fireworks, announcements galore. Get on out to the Hard Rock Ballroom and then get out to the Hard Rock this Saturday for the main card. David Feldman, appreciate the time, man. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
There you go. I'm telling you, dude, this hockey fight promotion, I think can be a thing.
First of all, like, here's where it differs from regular BKFC, because you need the other fighter for leverage.
Yes.
Right? Because you can't just punch on ice. So I'm wondering, here's a couple of things. What kind of shoes are going to be allowed? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what if they put little spikes on the bottom so you can get grip?
Right.
How are you going to be able to hold or grab a guy? Because without any leverage, it's not going to be a fight.
It's called BKFC Ice Wars. No sticks, no pucks, no goals, just fights. Like, how did they not have the Panthers in as like honorary captains for this?
Yeah. All right. If you had to put together your starting line,
I mean, I would go Jonah Gadjevich, AJ Greer.
Kachuk always, you know who Kachuk reminds me of? Conor McGregor. Right?
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's just a nuisance.
A nuisance.
Sam Bennett.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, and we even forget about Marshawn. He doesn't mess around, but I don't know if he fights.
He's got a good head. We saw him in a fight. He had great head movement.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Look, I got Sam Bennett.
Yep.
Sam Bennett's going to be first on my list, I think.
Sam Bennett for sure. I mean,
he's got that knockout power.
Yeah.
Jonah.
I say Jonah for sure.
If we could bring in an old Panther, Radko Gudas.
I was going to say Radko Gudas. Radko.
Nothing says
What about
BKFC like
Lumberg?
Radko
What about
Gudas.
Lumberg?
Right?
Lomberg's good, but too handsome.
Lomberg is like he's like an instigator. I don't like he's gonna be in there and he's gonna be, you know, bothering people. But I think in just a straight up fight. You know who we're forgetting?
Who?
Honestly, captain of my team.
Whoa,
the polar bear. The polar bear. Nico Mikola.
Right, yeah.
Nico Mikola laughs at people.
But who else is in his weight
So
class?
does Lumberg.
That's tough.
Who else is in his weight class?
I mean, Lomberg is.
He would have
to,
but he would have to fight the guy who's 7-0 and nobody's ever made it past the first minute.
If they're crossing sports, yeah. If they're crossing sports,
Yeah, like
Schmeathan says the best fight card would be Tobin versus treadmill. Such a bastard, Schmeathan. Always know how to bring me down. Just, the two of you. You two are like the Dudley Boys of fat shaming.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
Please.
Well, I mean, listen, when we went to the YMCA and you worked out on the treadmill and rode the bike in your suit and everybody was walking by.
Oh my God, I did not find that funny.
All the soccer moms were walking by giving him the look. I'm like, oh my goodness.
They should have the Panthers there with the Stanley Cup. It should be Gadjevich and AJ Greer with the cup at ringside. That's
glorious.
That would be cool. Anyway, check that on out. We'll take a break, play a little Goosies. No Goosies next. Night. Night. Welcome back.
It's like a bird.
Right.
No. I'm saying that, first of all,
So I gotta be careful.
I am going to complain to the snacks guy.
Were you eating trail mix before?
Yes, but it was all like little sunflower seeds.
Well, how's that his fault?
You went to the vending machine and you picked this out. I don't know why you're still mad at this. It's been like 2-3 segments.
It said, the bag said, nut and yogurt mix.
Oof.
You normally go over there and you get munchies. So I don't know why you changed.
I was trying to, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry.
I gotcha.
They should make a trail mix that only has the chocolate.
That's called.
I agree with you.
Yeah. If only there was
see the
like a
vision.
thing and they put it in a
Isn't
bag.
that just a bag of chocolate?
But it'd be cool if the chocolate could also wrap the peanut, something like that.
Something like that, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, but just in case they can provide two different ones. If you like peanuts,
Right.
If not, look, someone's got to be thinking of this.
Yep.
Someone has got
On your toes, dude.
I just don't understand, when did bird seed become a people food, and the fact that you jam it up in the bag? Because you know what?
So glad he finished.
Even when you go get mixed nuts in the can, you got to check. Because it's 95% peanuts, and they have to put on the can only 10% peanuts. That one costs $27.
What do you got today, Marcos, for Goosies? No Goosies.
Well, good sir.
Good sir.
Norman Powell met with the media yesterday, not just Tobin, like everyone else.
Norman.
He actually got word from the Godfather himself that always wanted him. Always wanted him.
That's Tobin.
No,
that's where you get that from.
This is a Godfather apparently, and this is Norman
Hey,
Powell.
after I got all my medical stuff done, I was able to talk to Pat on the phone. But everybody's text from Spo to Pat and the coaching staff and everybody in the organization, they're super excited. They've mentioned how they've wanted to get me and have tried to get me for several years now. And so it's always good to have that initial energy and excitement when you're traded to a new team, that they actually want you and they've had their eye on you for a long time now.
Goosies galore, dude. I don't know what else needs to be said. If Pat Riley gives the stamp of approval,
Goosies galore.
what else do I need to hear? Sold.
Oh, okay.
Goosies to me. Well, like, why,
But isn't that like a draft situation that Leroy always talks about?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean?
we got our guy. We got our guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's the only guy who was left. So.
No, it wasn't the only guy,
No.
but they were just saying in a
Always
position that, like, hey, Norman Powell always wanted him.
Okay.
See, you even know the tone in which to say it, right?
That's good.
Pat Riley gets on. They're going to trade us who for who?
Yeah. I mean,
Does he get like? He's probably does he have?
Well, basically,
does he have like any?
basically,
skeleton
here's
in the
how
closet?
this went. They didn't want to pay him an extension.
Yep.
Simple as that.
No doubt. They should. You know what? You should extend reliable people like Kawhi Leonard and James Harden.
Oh my God.
That's what you should do as an organization, dude.
Kawhi Leonard, when he plays, though,
Yeah, very good when he plays, but you know what's going to happen. You get to that
remember
playoff.
you wanted him too.
Oh, did I want him?
did you see the report
Miami
about
Beach.
Kawhi Leonard?
What about it?
He has been practicing. Well, obviously the season's done now, but he practiced all the way until the finals were over to get his body prepared for playing deep again.
Shut up.
Okay.
It's a stupid story.
All right. Good sir.
He did that?
He did. He
A
did
waste
that.
of time. Just say you wanted to work out.
Who?
That's what he
Kawhi.
said. He wanted to stay game ready playing deep into June.
Great. Yeah, that's the same.
All right.
What is he playing against? You ever notice how these guys are always working out against like 5'8" guys?
Like Joe Bag of Donuts
Yeah.
trainer.
And they have like
The
wands,
broomstick.
Nerf toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have any tall friends.
Yes, not.
All right. You got the Goosies from Norman Powell?
Yes. I do.
Yeah.
Here.
Ooh.
I think he's
Goosies.
I mean, he's a bona fide scorer.
Yep.
So we don't have to wonder who else on the team can score. He's a scorer.
Yeah.
He's
Jennifer.
going to get buckets.
Jennifer?
I got the Goosies.
Exciting. Exciting.
Goosies.
What about you, Marcos?
I indeed have the Goosies as well.
Goosey! Oh, man. Love Biamonte. What a legend. What do you got for us? Number 2 in Goosies, No Goosies, Frog Boy.
Wonder how he's going to say Norman Powell. Norman.
I don't know, but I loved when we were doing the draft show and Solana tried to run a Kasparis Yakachonis to Mike Biamonte, and he goes, "Okay, kid."
Okay.
He's like, "Okay, kid."
He patted him on
Just
the
gave
head.
him the look like, "Don't tell me how to do my job."
That's so great.
And to be fair to Solana, I thought he did a good suggestion, but Mike Biamonte's like, "I'll work it out myself."
You know, I totally see that in the comedy club all the time, where like someone who's not a comedian will talk to a comedian and be like, "Yeah, you can use this in your set," and they always look at them like, "Okay,
Well,
okay, yeah, sure,
thanks, guy.
appreciate that."
Thanks. What else you got though?
Number 2, Simone Fontecchio.
Ooh, now that's gonna be a fun name for him to say.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And, he had some admiration for the Heat prior to getting drafted.
I always look at this franchise they eat with sort of a like admiration, the way they let like young guys develop, the way they develop young guys, and they played over the years multiple like undrafted guys and make them like big players, and I always kind of love that, and I think I'm kind of the same player because I wasn't drafted. I came to the league kind of late, so I think I can fit right into the team, right into the culture. Everything I earned in my life, in my career, I had to, as I said, I had to earn it, and nobody ever like gave me anything, and I always admired the Heat culture, their work ethic, and I think I can fit right into that, definitely.
Wow.
It's a great mentality.
That is a great mentality. Got a lot of Eurobasket to watch this summer. Got Team Sweden, got Team Italy, got Serbia.
Team Mexico, how can we forget?
Of course. Mexico and Eurobasket. Oh, man. I got the Goosies. Welcome. He seems like a great guy.
Goosies.
Why would I not have the Goosies, Leroy?
I mean, I'm not very familiar with his game, but I would say that it seems like they're adding a lot of wing players and guys that can handle the ball and stuff like that. So it'll be good to see some depth, where, you have now 4 or 5 guys that can do a lot of the same things. Some guys being better than others, but yeah, I got the Goosies.
Jennifer?
He has the accent and the Italian KD in him.
He is basically Italian KD.
He's not 7 foot. What is he?
No, but
6'7"?
KD, he claims KD came up to him and was like, "Hey, we're trying to get you because you're Italian me."
Italian KD.
Yep.
Yeah, for the practice squad is why they wanted him.
Why are you gonna ruin his quote?
I'm just like, come on, dude.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm the Cuban Brad Pitt too. While we're at it.
What?
Oh, what? What, JFig? What?
What?
Oh, but that guy could be KD.
You
Huh?
laughed a little too hard.
It's a little.
What?
He's a very handsome frog.
Thank you.
He's not even Cuban.
Oh, that's what you took offense to.
Yeah.
Cuban tree frog. Man, they are horny.
It's our season.
Up loud all the time.
It's our season.
I mean, you must live in tree frog area.
I do.
It's
a hot frog summer.
Yep. What about you, Froggy? You got the Goosies from Simone Fontecchio?
I definitely do, but not for his admiration or his comparison, strictly for his Italian accent.
Yeah. Goosies. What's number 3?
Number 3 is a former All-Pro running back, probably going to be a Hall of Famer, Adrian Peterson. signing up for a boxing match with the guy who he fought in the poker room.
What?
Which is actually his friend. Well, was his friend? I don't know what's going on. Do you set up fights with your friends? I'm not sure what's going on. But nonetheless, that fight from the poker room is now escalated to a boxing match.
That's how DC became a heavyweight. He wanted to fight his friend.
He didn't want to fight his friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's how he became a light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
That's how good a friend he is.
Huh.
Even though he may have cheated on the towel.
Who was his friend?
Cain Velasquez.
Why not?
I'm going no Goosies.
No.
I remember the last time Adrian Peterson boxed, and it didn't go well for him.
Did he get knocked out?
Yeah, by Le'Veon Bell.
Knocked out by Le'Veon Bell?
Wow.
Dude.
What? Does that change your answer?
You running back?
No,
shit?
I'm not interested. I already realized you already got knocked out.
No Goosies.
Jennifer?
Yeah, I don't have Goosies.
Oh man.
No Goosies.
Marcos?
Yeah, no, you're just this seems like a quick check.
Quick check, yeah.
Not really stressing that.
No Goosies.
Give us one more there, Marcos.
All right, look up in the sky.
It's a bird, it's a plane.
No, it's Superman in theaters tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They said it got the best. It's like 95%.
Really?
Tomatoes.
James Gunn, producer of Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right. You know what? Maybe I got the Goosies. I know I'm going this weekend, and my son wants to see it.
Superman.
Yeah.
There's a dog
Like, here's what I can't.
They better
figure out.
have a great soundtrack because Leroy's not gonna like it.
Here's the problem.
Good point.
It's always the same story, just done differently.
By a different actor.
Right.
Right. With a different Superman.
No, this is different now.
And then he does like 2 or 3 movies. So
Yeah.
my question is,
So you think he's gonna fight Lex Luthor?
right,
No, he's totally gonna fight.
But first, he's gonna be.
right, he's gonna get shot with some
He's gonna save like
Some
Earth from
kryptonite.
an asteroid.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
But wait, guys.
Thank you, Superman.
Remember the first Superman when he spun around the world and made it back up so he could save the reporter?
Yes,
Mm.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane, yeah.
Mm.
And then there was one where they had a kid.
Yes. And Joker.
Wait, Joker?
No Joker.
Lex
Oh well,
Luthor?
there's one in one of the Killing Joke, if I'm not mistaken, or one of them where Joker kills.
Excuse my ignorance on this, but
Joker's not Superman.
I
like
know, but
Batman,
he's DC.
but Batman has a lot of villains, right? Like he's got the
Yes.
Riddler, he's got Penguin.
Yeah, yeah.
Superman got anybody besides Lex Luthor?
He does, but they're all because Superman's too
Like they're all
powerful.
guys from his planet, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
nobody, like
Yeah.
Zod.
It's like the abominable something.
right? Is there anybody else? Like, does he deal with anybody but Lex Luthor?
No, because he just murdered them. Like if there's a guy with like Batman is a normal guy, so if there's a guy like I got a riddle for you, Batman's like we gotta take him to whatever. If a guy's like I got a riddle for you, laser brain, you're dead. Get out of here.
My son and I got into a very heated argument because he thinks that Godzilla versus Superman, that Godzilla's gonna win, and I'm like, I don't think so, dude.
Not even
I think
close.
Superman's gonna kick Godzilla's ass.
See, that's my thing about Superman. I like the idea of Superman. He's the best. But every movie or thing about it, it's just he's so soft and like garbage. Oh, he loves this girl or something like
And then like somebody's got kryptonite.
Wow, that's what gets
He's so stupid. Yeah, always kryptonite. Somehow
Ha-ha!
it's supposed to be a super rare thing, but everyone's got
everyone
kryptonite.
has.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be super rare, but everybody got one in their
Everyone's
pocket.
got it. If man, you know what the problem was? They created a guy that was too strong, and they're like, oh man, we need a weakness. Kryptonite. All right, I don't know. Sounds good to me.
You guys ever watch the show Smallville?
Oh, that was
What's
good.
coming up?
Yeah.
Remember
High
when he-
school
Yeah,
Superman.
remember when he played football? And then he was like,
Oh.
I choose to go down when I get touched. I'm like, loser.
Loser, right?
Go be Barry Sanders of Iowa.
Come on, I
you
want
definitely
unhinged-
be fast as hell.
Just cheating.
Yeah.
Unhinged Superman is really what I want. That's what I want.
So Superman is like unrealistic.
Totally.
I mean, the guy who has the most villains, Spider-Man got a bunch of villains.
Got Goblin.
Yeah.
Sandman.
Ooh, Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. Mysterio, Venom.
Oh, what about the one that that was Batman.
You into
Batman has a lot of them too.
You into Fantastic Four coming out?
Oh yeah, Pedro
I don't know none of
Pascal.
those people except Pedro.
Oh, I don't even know who's in it.
Yeah, he's
Pedro
Mr.
Pascal's in it?
Stretch.
He's in
I
everything.
didn't even know there were.
Because he got Baby Yoda with him.
He does not. Different thing. Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't know.
Alright.
Does Superman give you goosies or no goosies?
It gives me the Goosies.
It does.
I'm going, so it better give me the
I'm a
Goosies.
fan. I'm
I'd
a
watch.
fan. I'm a fan of Superman, even though you know exactly how the story is gonna go.
Mhm.
Right?
Dade South says Leroy's kryptonite, Las Vegas seatbelts. That's a reference.
That's good.
You know who's already a
You
post?
know, I still can't. I don't forgive you.
What did I do?
Wow. Didn't rescue him.
No, my favorite is the cab driver who didn't speak English and he was just concerned for you. Just like, bueno.
I literally almost ripped the door off the car.
Take a break. Back after this.
Big money, big Billy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. You done? Just get on the microphone. Good God.
It was off the mic conversation.
Yeah, but then the music starts, and then you got to stop.
And
Them's
the
the
microphone
rules.
was on.
Them's the rules.
Oh, I see. Company guy.
I'm a company guy. I'm an audience guy.
He's actually trying to help you. So
Yeah.
he's trying to be a good friend to you, Leroy.
Headlines are brought to you by
Don't let him hold you down, Leroy.
Doral Kia. No one's holding him down.
Oh, you guys are holding him back.
You
We got a radio show to do.
Hold me back.
I'm not holding him back.
Come on.
Hold me back.
Let him know how it is, Leroy.
Go ahead. Get your little
Come on, get your little thing on.
Give me my you're on notice music.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Gotta bring that back up. What was on notice music?
It was
Oh,
I think it was
right.
that.
Yeah, that's right.
Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles inventory of the Sport, Sorrento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Are you sure it's nobody else? Because you gave Mike McDaniel the business.
I did, but that's it because
Yeah.
because all of the other people that you put on
Yell at
notice,
Sanders.
besides Jennifer putting the kicker on notice.
That was good.
That was good.
That wasn't
Wait,
great.
she put somebody on notice that had their best year as a professional.
Leroy, I'm going to say it one more time. Keep this same energy on the chat when we are playing. Okay.
Okay, but I don't go.
True.
You guys go after kickers more than I do. There's nobody in this room.
Pretty sure
that's
you've cussed him out a couple
There's
times.
nobody in this building that's been hurt more than me by a kicker.
That's fair.
Okay, so if I'm not going after a kicker, whatever. But I just
Okay,
think
you don't have to. I will for you.
here's the deal. In fairness to all the other guys you put on notice,
Yeah,
it's all of a consequence of the offense that they're running. And so from that standpoint, I'm going to the person that's coordinating all of this and saying that I know that the offense that we've seen here in Miami is nothing like the offenses he had in Atlanta, Cleveland, or San Francisco. And I'm just curious as to why, first of all, why? This is not why you're here. Everybody saw those offenses you were running, right? And said, that's what we want here. And then you come here and you do something totally different. So, yeah, you got to be on notice.
I'm with you.
You don't have, see, I'm a firm believer in this. At some point, the players have to compete. I don't care what kind of coach you are. At some point, the team has to go on the field and beat the other team. But when coaches try to outcoach the other side of the field, you take it out of your athlete's hands. Right? For example, I'll give you a perfect example. I played with Randy Moss. You think there was an offensive scheme to get Randy open? Or Randy was just great and he got open? Like at some point, your guys got to be better than the guys they're playing against.
Who else is on the list, Marcos, for you're on notice?
Oh, we got a good one.
Wow.
Oh, you're going to like this one. This man accused the Miami Dolphins of being liars.
What?
He took 2 years to rehab. Mr. Bradley Chubb.
Whoa. He
Come
did say
on.
they were liars. Is Bradley Chubb on notice?
Bradley Chubb on notice. Sheesh. Very, very hefty contract we gave the man.
Why are you saying it like that, huh?
Because Bradley Chubb hasn't played football in 16 months. That's why. And you're still paying him a lot of money.
I think he took a big pay cut this year. I don't think they are paying him.
I still know that,
But they paid him a lot of money to not play football. So I
right.
think it's
Well,
like
and I'm going to
they
be.
have paid him a lot of money.
I'm going to be a little lenient with injury, right? I'm more than sure Bradley Chubb didn't get up one morning and say, you know what, I want to be hurt and sit out the whole year. That being said, I'm not going to put you on notice, but I expect you to be back in form.
I'm
Because you
putting
had
him,
a whole year off.
I'm putting him on notice.
Why?
Whoa!
It's just time.
Was- so my question is
I'm
this.
gonna serve notice. You're next.
He was causing havoc before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to say he's on notice when before he was on notice, he was still performing.
I think most people would look at that trade though and say that it hasn't panned out for
'Cause
giving
he
him a
missed a
first round
year.
pick.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, he's on notice for me.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't work this year, when's it going to work?
It's not.
So
It's
that's
not.
why. That's why he's on
And,
notice.
and I would also say maybe get the large pants and jersey. I'm going to just say.
I thought you said you want the fat asses to be fat asses.
Sure you did.
No, but that's he's
Wow, I
no.
do remember
Minus
saying
one
that.
for lying.
Not there.
say
Russian,
that.
the rushers?
Mhm.
No, agile, nimble. Okay. I want the fat asses blocking.
Mm.
You do. I want the guys up front blocking.
Where's
I don't
the-
want them pulling. I don't want them trying to go out and hit the corners. I want them to hit the big guys in front of them. Seems like you're avoiding contact when you run out to block a corner.
Give us one more Frog Boy for the game.
All right, this guy, his second tenure with the Dolphins. Couple declining seasons these past couple years. Minka Fitzpatrick.
Wait, I understand that, but do you really put Minka Fitzpatrick?
I
in
know,
there?
right?
Like I wouldn't compare Minka Fitzpatrick
Mhm.
I feel like
to any of the other guys we play with because he's 3-time Pro Bowler, All Pro,
He
right? So I'm not gonna no.
if this was history class. But if
Shut
we-
up, because you know why?
Why?
Wow.
Let me tell you why
Why?
right now.
That's
Because
very
that's the
aggressive.
same crap you said with Jimmy.
What?
He got us to the finals 3 years ago.
Yeah, but he didn't get us to the finals. He did it with the Steelers.
I'm just saying.
He did it with the Steelers.
Like, but you're saying that's the past. If I said that
he
about
didn't do
Jimmy,
it for the
you-
Dolphins.
if we said that about Jimmy, you flip out.
Here's his Dolphins
Every
resume.
time we said that about Jimmy,
But
you
Jimmy
flipped out.
did it for the Heat. It's not a
Still
good
the
comparison.
past. It's still the
not a
past.
good comparison.
It's still the past.
At least if you give me good feelings, that's in the bank for the past. Minka Fitzpatrick, here's his Dolphins resume. Wah! Get me out of here. I hate Brian Flores. So therefore, ergo, you're on notice. You better bring it. Because right now your Dolphins resume consists of hightailing it out of here.
I'm gonna serve notice. You're next.
Am I crazy here?
Yeah,
You're nuts.
you're crazy.
You just let bygones be bygones?
Wow.
No, you don't.
I mean, they got rid of him. He went and got 3 Pro Bowls or 3 All Pros. Now he's coming back. I expect that same performance.
Sounds like you do think he's on notice then.
That's not put him on notice, though.
I think so. Your
No.
your
Kinda
words.
sounds like you're
The
saying
words
it's
you're
you're
choosing.
gently putting him on notice.
No. And
Jennifer?
so now you say he was declining?
I didn't say he was declining.
Okay.
I didn't say. I said that his you want to go by past resume, and I say it didn't do it for the Dolphins.
That's resume is recent.
Not last year.
So now we're going. So wait.
What was that?
Let's be clear.
Yep.
So when you talk about players and talk about what they've done,
Yep.
you can only go back 1 year.
Case by case.
You know what case by case means?
Case by case.
That when you make the exception, it works.
I let you make your exceptions.
No, I didn't.
You make exceptions all the time.
Like what? Name one. Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
Aaron Rodgers.
What do you mean?
You try and claim that you don't hate him.
I don't.
You don't count his Super Bowl.
Dude, you were still in high school.
I wasn't in high school. I wasn't in high school. I graduated college in 2008.
Oof.
Which is before he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I was out of college.
He
I
said
was
that
already a married man.
very loud.
2011.
I graduated high school 2011.
Look.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't say her. You said me.
Okay. Long time ago. How long you gonna hang on to that? One
Long
Super
time
Bowl.
ago.
I mean, Peyton Manning won 1 Super Bowl, and then guess what they said? Oh, well, just 1 Super Bowl. You don't have 2. They didn't say it with Aaron Rodgers.
Graduated college 2008, huh?
Yeah.
Ancient.
No. Tell me.
Ancient.
Woo.
I got married.
2008.
Jukebox says, Tobin doesn't remember when he graduated? That was a question more than a statement. It was 2008. But it's been a while. Take a break. Back after this. Back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. What do we got here? We got somebody picking the Canes, possibly on the
yeah.
All right.
#1 football recruit
For 2026.
for next year.
All right. He's
I would say, where's he from?
Not my thing, dude. Baton Rouge.
Is he?
Yes.
He ain't going to LSU.
Why's that, dude?
Dude, I'm telling you, people in Louisiana can't wait to get the hell up out of there. Take it from me. I love my city. I love growing up, but it's a rough place to grow up.
According to 24/7, LSU is warmer. Texas is warmer. Or Texas A&M is warmer. Texas is warm. Miami is warm.
What do you mean?
Those are the visits that he's had. So it seems like it's either Texas A&M or LSU, according to his most recent visits.
Phew. Tell you what.
What position is he?
I tell you what. I tell you what Miami can't do. When it comes to money, they can't compete with the other 3 schools.
We can't?
No.
Really?
Not.
Then why is
even
everybody always
close.
bitching about how much money we're spending?
Huh?
Then why is everybody always bitching about how much money we're spending?
Dude, you know, Texas A&M is one of the richest universities in the country.
I understand,
Yeah,
but I never hear an article about them spending too much money.
No.
Yeah. Also, they suck.
Because it's the SEC.
Yeah. And they suck.
Kind of dragging this out, though.
Come
huh?
on, Lamar.
Yeah.
Can we pick that?
Do you know in the new college football game, they've added this?
You know what my favorite part is? When all these fans celebrate and then LSU.
Oh,
he proved you wrong.
I was wrong.
You're a liar, Leroy.
Wait. Is he throwing the hat? Is he really
he's
staying
staying
there?
home. Oh, he got the jersey already.
Boo.
Go Tiger.
He's going to regret that.
All right, he's got the baseball jersey on. All right, good for him.
Boo.
Hometown kid staying home.
Not good
Yeah.
for him.
I feel good for him. I
That's
don't
cool.
care.
Nah, boo.
What position does he play?
D-line.
Oh, he's a big boy.
That's a D lineman?
Yeah, but look at how little the people are around him, dude.
Well,
look at that.
Well, he's standing up.
It doesn't matter.
He's on the stage.
Just look at.
He's 6'4".
I can't trust you. You told me he wasn't going to LSU.
I didn't think so.
That's because you didn't want to go.
You were wrong 30 seconds ago.
I was scared that I was going to get in trouble.
So there you go. Anyway, nothing quite like your team finishing third when it comes to recruiting. Oh man,
Did we finish third?
I don't know.
Oh, but
It's kind of like Love Island. You just don't want to finish last.
there you go. There you go.
It's Dark Night last night.
You're first if you're not last.
That's what Ricky Bobby said. Hey, let's get to a little spicy pick, huh? It's time for our Hard Rock Bet of the night.
Hold on.
Brought to you by Hard Rock Bet.
Hold on.
Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida and the place to bet on your teams today and every day. Hard Rock Bet has props, parlays, and live play-by-play betting, and the no regret first bet up to $100. If your first bet doesn't win, you get your money back. Try again. Hard Rock Bet is offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 or older and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT IT.
Am I the only one that when I downloaded it, I downloaded Hard Rock, New Jersey?
What? I didn't even know there was another thing.
Maybe Mrs. Toby can put some bets in for you.
Well, they got don't they have a guitar hotel in Atlantic City now, don't they?
Yes, they do.
It's going all over the place. One of the things going up in Vegas.
All right, let's
Really?
go back
They should have different instruments everywhere.
Really?
All right,
You want to build like a
Here we
giant?
go.
Like a drum.
Is any like a giant drum? Is that cool?
I don't know. It'll be like a coliseum, but a drum.
Are you FaceTiming somebody?
No, I'm looking at Hard Rock.
He really wants Mrs. Toby to put
I'm
some
looking at
bets
the
in.
Hard Rock.
Listen, you're getting mad at me, and then you played a voicemail on the air.
What was that girl's name? Lisette?
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
How can we forget? That's
That's who he's FaceTiming.
All right, should we try Marlins again tonight?
Whoa! You know what they say?
Hmm?
Lose once, not gonna lose again.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely
Hold
say
on.
that.
I'm going. Okay, here we go.
Hmm?
All right.
All right.
Marlins are underdogs.
Marlins are dogs tonight.
Yeah.
They got Nick Lodolo on the hill for the Reds. 6'6".
Cal Quantrill.
Cal Quantrill, who's been pitching a lot better. since his meatball starts.
Nope.
What do you mean nope?
No.
What do you mean no?
Pitching a lot better.
He
Sounds like an over.
Oh, you can bet the over. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, it's a small ballpark.
Let's go over.
You're not doing a lot of
What's going on here?
You're not being a team player here.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, you were over.
That's true.
You know, I think you would like a little. We should do a little more back and forth.
Little
Fine.
I mean, betting the over. Like, why don't we do some home run parlays, baby?
What are we doing here?
Home run parlay worked out for us strong last game. You
Well,
know?
wasn't the home run what costed us though? Or
Barely though.
okay,
Barely.
That's fair.
Barely. Got Marlins, Reds tonight. Do you want to bet? Do you want to do a double prop of like? Do you want to do Ellie De La Cruz at a home run?
Oh,
And
he's good. He's good.
What if we go Ellie De La Cruz
At a home run.
and Kyle Stowers?
Oh, the Stow
Plus
man.
2,000 for the both to go deep.
Whoa,
We're
whoa.
going over.
Just two
Just
things.
two home runs. We
That's
got
good value.
Stowers.
Yeah. What do you say?
I'm not
What
saying.
value?
You're saying?
Tobin is Belly De La Cruz. Sorry. So sorry. Can't even talk baseball.
Can't even talk baseball, huh?
Rough.
Jesus.
Yikes.
I'm just saying, if you think Cal Quantrill is going to give up, I mean, maybe instead we go Ellie De La Cruz, we go Kyle Stowers, couple home run.
Yeah. And
Let's
we're
go
we're underdogs, right?
Nick Lodolo.
And over.
And over?
And the over.
And over.
And the over.
And the
Yeah,
over.
The over is a lock.
It's a lot.
It's a lock, he says.
I like
All right,
this.
so he wants to go
I like this. I like this. I like locks.
over 8.5.
Yep.
Over 8.
Doesn't really move the needle that much.
All right.
Really?
All
No.
right. All
right.
right. What
Because
about
everybody's betting
Marlins
over.
winning? We're underdogs, right? Money line, Marlins winning.
If we go Stowers home run,
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz home run,
All right.
Marlins win,
Yeah.
plus 5,000.
Hey. Plus 5,000.
Plus 5,000.
For 3 things to occur. Just 3 things. I'm liking that value. But well, you don't seem like this. This would have gotten you. Look what you did, Leroy. Look what you did. Plus 5,000 would have gotten Tobin.
Hold on.
excited
Hold
days ago.
on. Let's see. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
All
I'm
right.
not ready yet.
He doesn't feel it.
Not ready yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't feel it. He's not
Just
feeling it.
checking the splits.
Check the splits. Sometimes you got to check
Checking
the
the
splits.
Check the splits.
Oh man.
Sometimes you got to wet the plywood. You know,
need to
We're
not
out. We're out on that.
do that.
We're out.
Does not have a home run against a lefty this year.
Hey, this is
So-
research. That's good.
So you got to go.
That is research.
Should we go Otto Lopez?
Otto Lopez.
What? Otto Lopez had a great season.
How many home runs does he have?
Let's see. Well, you got to remember that's a little league park there,
That
dude.
is a little
It's
league
a
park
little
there.
league park.
That's what they
Sure,
say.
that's great.
That's what they say.
It's a little league park, and you're just like you're dismissing Automatic Lopez.
Automatic.
That's why they call him the Auto Man. What?
Come
He's got
on.
9 home runs this year.
9.
Not nothing.
No,
Third on the team.
it's not nothing. Well,
Dude.
What?
great. Not necessarily.
So I
celebrate
got
that.
9
That's
home
even
runs
more
this year.
juice. You don't have 9 home runs this year.
Do you?
Taking Stowers off. Although, like, I mean, if they run Lodolo early, then maybe he gets to face a bullpen guy.
Wow.
See if you get rid of that home run and do just the over.
Just the over.
You're really obsessed with this. So you want to do just the over and the win?
He really thinks it's a lock. He said it's a lock.
Okay, it's plus 275. Cool, dude.
Oh, okay. No,
Thanks for the fun.
Thanks for that, Leroy.
Please stop like with the over stuff.
Getting real spicy, dude.
That's not spicy, okay? It's called as spicy.
It's spicy.
Spicy.
Don't you love this music in the background?
Yeah. Why is it spicy?
Why? Why is it spicy?
It's a complete that's like a mild chicken wing.
Why is it spicy?
Spicy.
One time I got a spicy drink from Burger King.
You know, one day they tricked
just
me
sounds
into eating
disgusting.
shrimp
It was
that
disgusting.
was super spicy.
A what? Spicy.
Shrimp.
One
It's just
day-
like I don't like drinks with vegetables in them.
No, see, my dad thought it was really funny to be like, "Oh, look, we have shrimp," but he had drenched it in hot sauce.
I like that.
And I don't really do hot sauce, so I got really excited. I ate the whole thing, and I didn't.
I tell you what,
I got played.
If that hot sauce is very hot and it catches you off guard, that's the scene of a crime right there.
It was the
Bubble
scene of a
guts.
crime. Well,
Bubble
no,
guts.
not that.
Well, no, too late. You already admitted it.
That was not where I was going.
Marcos goes, no, too late. You already
That's
admitted it.
not where I was going, though.
Already?
I thought it was not
So
there.
what are we doing?
She got the BGs.
Well,
we need a replacement.
I know.
Are we doing all? Can we go somewhere else?
We can throw another. We go to another game.
Summer League. Hey, aren't the Heat
You
in
guys
action
make
tonight?
this
Tomorrow
spicy,
night.
okay?
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
Tomorrow
All
night.
right,
We got to get
That's
some.
for
Oh,
tomorrow.
Cooper Flag. That's tonight, though, huh?
Yeah, we already blew that on our parlay yesterday.
You son of a gun.
I mean, you want to do it again? You want to go? You want to put this one
No.
back in this parlay? It feels like it's got
Anything-
musk on it. You know.
Anything that was in yesterday's parlay. has
I
to be
agree.
thrown
I
away.
agree.
It has to be
It's
thrown
got musk on it?
Yeah.
It's just like
Ew,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ew, never
Exact-
say that again.
What do you mean?
I just hate
Elon.
that.
Elon Musk.
Doesn't sound good.
It's got musk on it.
Ew.
Musk is like right underneath
Hmm?
or right above mold.
Oh.
Musk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm.
Then mold.
Smells mildew.
Then cheese. Mildew.
Jeez. Mildew. From
Mildew and mold is the same thing, right?
Yeah, but one of them sounds nasty.
What about
Just one sounds worse.
mildew?
Marcus Stroman still doing it for Seattle? Ooh, okay. Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Here's what we got.
My mariachi.
I'm seeing somebody I want to take advantage of.
Who?
Be careful.
I think we go back to Seattle, New York.
Oh,
Marcus Stroman's on the hill today.
Stroman.
Not what he once was. Okay.
Nope.
He's got that Sandman ERA this year.
Yikes.
Should we go Big Dumper again?
Big Dumper?
Go Big Dumper. Put Big Dumper in the parlay. We go
Big
Marlins,
Dumper.
Ellie De La Cruz, and Big Dumper.
Who the hell's Big Dumper?
Cal Raleigh's leading the
home run
AL in
leader.
home runs.
Okay.
I like the Big Dumper.
Let's see if that does for us. Plus 4,000.
All right,
Hey,
let's go.
All right.
boy, you look good. Won't
There
you
we
back that thing up?
Marcos.
It's a Big Dumper.
All righty. Boom.
I'm in.
There we go.
We'll take a break. Final segment coming on up. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
I got it. Wait, where's the rest of them?
What do you mean?
His eyebrows.
I don't know.
They only go halfway.
Detroit Lions. You know, I started watching a quarterback yesterday.
Nope.
Did you like what you saw?
I got it. I tell you guys this. I've been telling you this, and I saw it a mile away.
Yeah.
This Joe Burrow, boring. More like Joe Burrow because he's got nothing for me in this show. Boring the hell out of me. The only thing is that his mom was really big into fashion. That's why Joe Burrow dresses so cool. His mommy dresses him that way. Wow. And but I mean, he's got the personality of a walnut. It really is just boring.
Of a walnut.
Of a walnut,
Okay.
JFig.
I mean,
Kirk Cousins, he brings something to the table.
I would say the personality of a bird seed because that what I ate earlier was
Again with the bird seed. It's been an hour.
Yeah, like I don't understand. It says mixed nuts and yogurt.
Let me catch you
right?
going to that
And
vending
the
machine
whole
and getting
bag was
seeds
filled
again.
with bird seeds. It's stuck in my teeth. I didn't even get to chew. There was no caloric value in the bird seed whatsoever.
Yeah, they went through the Achilles rehab of Kirk Cousins. That was kind of interesting.
Okay.
Jared Goff was kind of interesting because Jared Goff was talking about how hurt he was that he was let go by the Rams initially, and he was like, "Man, the guy didn't even talk to me." He's like, "Oh, dumped." And then they talk about how he's found his home in Detroit. And things are going good for Jared Goff.
You know what though? I think this Jared Goff. I think I'm seeing through this. This is his third television show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was on Hard Knocks twice.
Tell
It's
you.
not really his television show.
This guy just wants the attention.
Really?
He's attention hungry.
They're both more interested in Joe Burrow.
That's fair. That's fair.
So a walnut.
Walnut.
This is Joe Burrow. It's like we just had to play better.
Did they mention anything at all about his house?
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
What
is it coming?
Where he gets robbed? No, that is coming. I know that they do talk about
Interesting.
that this season. But it's I don't even have to watch the episode, JFig. This is what it is.
What?
I just feel a little violated.
Okay.
Got to focus on winning. Trying to focus on winning. Got robbed.
I mean,
And who was
to
the
be
person
honest with
that
you,
was taking care of your house during that time?
Tobin, to be honest with you,
what
quarterbacks aren't usually, you know what I mean? When you go by position, I would say wide receivers, cornerbacks.
But see, Tua gave us Christmas.
Yeah,
He did. They made a mistake though. Cam Ward was the obvious option. I don't know why they're not following.
Well, it's the past season. Cam Ward was on the Hurricanes.
Oh, that makes sense.
So maybe he'll be on this one.
There's the end.
You don't have to give him.
Don't give him that luck, Leroy.
Don't even.
You know what's funny though? There was a point where Kirk Cousins he goes up to a fast food place afterwards. He's getting some food.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be coy, like he doesn't play for the Falcons, right? He likes to pretend, I'm not a Falcon, even though he's got a film crew with him. And the lady's he's like, he goes to the lady, he goes, "You Falcons fan?" And the lady just goes, "Saints."
Oh, wow.
And he goes, "They lost." I was
Oh,
like, "Jeez."
wow.
So I got to see a little of that Atlanta New Orleans beef that you talk about so much.
That's good.
For real. That is like Miami, Florida State. New Orleans, Atlanta. I told you this has nothing to do with sports. Back in the day, somebody's governor or mayor took the other one's wife.
Mm-hmm.
This goes way back.
It also seems that Joe Burrow's father has become addicted to tailgate parties.
Oh,
that's another thing.
What?
Well, he used to be a coach,
In
and then
Cincinnati?
the parents host a tailgate party every week.
Any strippers?
No.
Amateur hour.
No, Marcos. No, dude, you have
Somebody hasn't been
food.
to Canes versus Bethune.
That's what I'm saying.
Food. What's amazing to me is how people drag their whole grill.
Oh, yeah. That is strange.
It's amazing. I mean, they set up 2 tents. Like, oh, I love it.
So I'll try and watch a little bit of that tonight, but I got Love Island tonight, so I don't know how much.
Oh,
Is it the finale?
No,
No.
yeah.
No, it's not the finale tonight.
People are saying it's Saturday. Is it Saturday or Sunday?
I would think it's Sunday. I would think it's
think
Sunday.
it's
Why would they
Sunday,
make it
too.
Saturday? That's off
I
schedule.
don't know. Also,
Yep.
isn't well? Actually, they wouldn't do that anymore. They're not going to do any more of the what's after sun. Yeah, that.
Sunday. They probably. I mean, I imagine they have one preview that they're gonna do. I would think.
Because after sun is usually on Saturdays.
Yes.
How long until the next season?
Until next summer.
Whoa, really? Once a year?
Yeah.
I thought they'd milk this for sure.
You can watch Love Island Australia.
Boo.
Oh, so they go back and forth?
I hear that.
It's not
one's
back.
good.
It's not back and forth. It's on different networks.
Where's that kid Sue?
I don't know.
DeVito? I can't remember what his name was.
Davide.
Davide.
Ah.
Fake. Dead to me. It
I
seems.
think he had a good
Hey,
cooking
when
show.
is
Tonight's voting. Then they're gonna-
Simeon?
Simone.
No, that's not.
What?
That's not what she said.
We'll see.
Oh, that's right.
Simeon.
We'll see.
Yeah. So tonight's an episode. Then you're gonna vote. Then someone's getting dumped tomorrow. And then we got Final Four. I guess they're going Final Four.
Jennifer, start watching Rain.
Okay.
Man,
telling you,
the
she's-
way he was talking about Rain was as if it was Love Island. He's saying the queen.
It's real life, love.
supposed
It's
to be
real
very
life.
intense
It's not real life.
when
It's a
he was
scripted
talking
show.
about it.
This
What?
is real life.
It's true.
What?
This is pretty-
This is real life.
No, are you about the people are real?
It's scripted.
He's talking about the history.
The history is real.
Okay, so is Love Island. It's happening right now. Why don't you live in the present?
Oh my God.
Mr. hates to live in the past.
Can I just say, it's times like this when I realize I do a show with an idiot.
Oh, I do shit. Are you kidding me? You see, it's real. It's a scripted show. It's a dramatization.
I'm gonna research.
I really
this
don't think it
real
was
quick.
that entertaining in real
Pull
life.
up. No. You want to know if it's real?
Yeah.
Pull up Mary Queen of Scots.
Mary Queen of Scots. I mean, it could be
Huh?
based on
Okay,
a
so we
true
have another
story.
show about the Queen of England.
That's another show.
we
You
got
know what?
another
I
one.
just Googled
Uh-oh.
how accurate is Reign, the TV show.
Yeah.
AI said it is not very historically accurate.
Oh, really?
Allen
Crazy 'cause it
Iverson said
really
It
that.
uses the names of real historical figures,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
they took creative liberties with their lives,
Wow.
relationships, and events.
Iverson's not buying it.
Agreed.
So, not history.
Stun Steve says, "Is Love Island the show where Buddy watches his lady with someone else?" No, that's
No.
Temptation Island. Try and get it
Temptation.
right.
Can I just say
You
this?
guys need
And that's
to-
Temptation Island, Spain.
Dear people,
Total Drama Island.
if you go to a show
Good one.
called Temptation Island,
Yeah.
then your relationship is already over.
That's true.
Like,
Not a lot of success with it.
I want you to go home to your.
I want you to watch Temptation
I want you to go
Island.
home to your significant other and say, you know what? I want to check if our relationship is real.
Yeah.
Let's go do Temptation Island.
No, but what if you frame it a different way? Like, baby, I know our relationship is solid. Let's go get some easy money.
There's another show. There's another show
Really?
called
I don't
that.
think
What is
you
called
win
The
anything.
Ultimatum.
What?
There's that one too.
I don't win anything.
I don't think you win anything for Temptation Island. I don't think you win money.
Clout.
What the hell do you? What are we?
Temptation
doing here?
Island
People like to be
is when
famous.
you go to the show with your girl or your significant other,
Mhm.
and then you are tempted
Yep.
by other people. No, you're already
You're in
you're
two-
already done,
two different places.
huh?
Yeah, you're in two different. So you're in a hotel or resort with a bunch of dudes, and then vice versa. And so then they meet at a fire pit, and then they show them the iPad of all the sexy time.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
But Love Island, to be fair, has not been Love Island this season. It's been more Horny Island, if anything. But these people don't know each other.
Ah.
Mm.
That hideaway footage was diabolical.
It was. They haven't gone to it very much. It's only the second time.
Mm.
It's been the least amount of hideaways that there's
Right?
ever been in Love Island history.
The what now?
The
Hideaway.
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 Everyone knows the hideaway.
Like the little bar at
Mm.
the baseball stadium?
No.
That's the hide. That is the hide. Close though.
Temptation. Tobin is just standing at the food court.
Well, it's not temptation. I just go to where I want to go.
Can I just tell you, is there Here,
bourbon chicken.
Is there any greater food than that little piece of chicken on the stick?
Okay, can you tell me it does not taste the same once you get it on the plate, right?
Yeah, but they're always giving you that bum ass bourbon though. That bourbon chicken is always for free.
Let me tell you,
Bourbon chicken is awesome, and then you decide if you want. I can't get Chinese food at food court though. I can't.
Why not?
It's just no. It's like
or
a
when They
buffet.
give you samples of that Charlie's sandwich.
No, I can't get samples of a sandwich.
No. But they make it so delicious and crispy and perfect. And then once you get the sandwich, no, not the same. Can't compare. Dog.
You're right.
No, I just. How do we feel about people bringing their dogs to work?
I mean, Sasha's very well behaved.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm good with it. I'm kind of gotten
like
used to it.
I'm gonna bring
makes me
Zeus.
happy.
I'm gonna bring Sunny Bunny.
Okay,
I'm gonna bring Zeus.
Bring Zeus.
Yeah, but the
We're
problem
gonna
is,
play.
can I just tell you why I can't bring Zeus? There's too many fake trees.
Well,
Zeus lets every tree have it, even if you don't have to go.
You know, to bring him.
He circles the tree. I'm like, no, Zeus.
put all the trees on the table.
It doesn't matter.
He'll jump on the table and pee on those trees.
No, it's like it's unbelievable.
Well, that's our show for today, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you.
Welcome to July.
July Sports Talk, dude. We'll talk to you, Rask. Although we nailed You're on Notice. That was some great sports talk.
You're welcome.
Well, hey, she kicked it off strong.
She
did kick it off.
I set the tone.
You went after the kicker.
I set the tone.
We'll talk to you, Rascals, tomorrow.
Then he says, "You look like a windsock filled with water, fat ass."
I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. That's why they fat. I want the fat asses blocking.
Come and find me, motherfuckers.